Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome to another SaruShow, the one internet show where we pick a subject, we talk about it, we read your answers here online, and we do this every other Saturday. So if you're into retro discussions and you want to join in on the fun, we always have a weekly question that we propose every other week. You guys can answer it now, too, if you want it read on this show, as long as you do it before the first half of the show. And we'll go ahead and read it here, and we'll talk about it. Otherwise, we do it every other Saturday. We propose the question before the show is over. We try to, anyway. So we'll try to do that today. I think we already have a question set up anyhow, so we'll go ahead and ask you guys what that question is, and you guys can answer it for next Saturday, which is going to be 2 Saturdays from now, and we'll do it together here live. But anyhow, welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see who is in the chat. Let me fix this camera. Sorry, there we go. There we go. There's a panda. There's a hiding panda. All right, Mark Dell is here. What is up? Yakup is here. Inu Base. How are you guys all doing? Matthew and Ando Gamer. Let me go ahead and take a quick peek at the chat, make sure I got everyone. I have Daniel Barry. What's up? Welcome in, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully your guys' Saturday is doing good. Famicom Collecting and GT Beakerman. How are you guys? Actually, let's do this. We'll put Linkfield.
And Russ.
And Russ, how you doing, Russ?
How's Jesse doing today? Good, good.
He's good. I think it was just a matter of rest. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. We didn't get a whole lot of sleep. And he was really feeling it. There we go. There we go. This is the charm goal. This is already going to happen anyway. This is just if you want to put your name on said packaging with Mark Dell as the primary sponsor of this charm. Because he commissioned them. So these are happening whether these get funded or not. This is just if you want your name on the package like we have on one of our packages. I don't think we have any up here, but you guys know. The first one's going to be Gartley. Anyhow. But yeah. Welcome in. I'm super tired. GT Peakerman says, I had a long-ass day. Oh, man. Hopefully you can get some rest. But yes, this is what the packages look like. Your names go on the package here. Now we're putting these on... We have an Etsy shop where we put all of our extra charms. So SaruMar.com is going to be focused for, like, FX Unit Yuki stuff, our games, and what have you, and then our charms are going to be on Etsy, like all of the fan art stuff. Just because I don't want like the fan art stuff on the SaruMar.com page, I want that to just be things that I created. So the Etsy shop is where everything goes, which means that anybody on Etsy can go and buy these, and they'll see this stuff here. And they'll see your names. Your names will be there for random strangers to look at. I don't know, but it's a perk. It's a perk, and it's there. Will Nyanja be its own website? Nyanja will be part of the SaruPro website. I don't think I'm going to have, like, individual websites for, like, all of the games. Sorry, my hair's, like, tripping out.
Thank you, Mark Dow.
So, there it is. Wow, Mark Dow, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yep, that's the Etsy shop. So, you guys can buy there. People can buy them there. We're hoping that we'll be able to sell charms to people outside of our circle. So normally our charms and stuff is pretty much just people in our circles who are buying this stuff. So, and random people who bought them on the website. But I think having them on an Etsy shop will be more of a everyone will be able to buy into them, which is cool. The shop is new and we're still adding stuff. We're hoping to get everything added sooner, better than later. But, yeah, you can go there, buy the charms. Oh, look at that. Oh, Matthew. Awesome. All right, let's let YouTube do its thing. Thank you so much, Matthew. I really appreciate that. Look at that. 10 gift subs. Thank you so much, Matthew, for spreading that love. Very, very cool. Thank you so much. Matthew's gifted 10 Sarumaru memberships to the Sarumoji Club. You guys have cool little icons. Oh, we should update those icons as well. Now that we updated the Twitch ones, we have new ones to put up.
Definitely.
So we're gonna go update those icons too. So there will be new icons because I noticed some of them don't even get used. So we're gonna go ahead and update that stuff when we can. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Photos of the charms rather than pictures of the art is really cool. Yeah, we got a light box on Amazon. So we're taking pictures of stuff in the light box. It's like yay big for like $30, and I feel like it's a really good investment for anything we want to take pictures of that we're going to put up on in the future. So I feel like the light box does a really good job. Oh yes, all the Garfield icons. Yes, all of them. Is Panda doing the modeling of the charms? He's taking the pictures for them. He's taking pictures of them. I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen the website? It's just basically just pictures of the charms. They look. It looks good. It looks good. All right. Let me take a drink of my aloe water. Priya says hola.
Priya?
Hi Priya. How are you doing? Welcome in. How is Priya today? Mark Dell says he places them on his bare chest and takes photos from there. Could you imagine? We need a Hager icon. That would be cool, right? If we had a Hager icon or a Hager charm. Who's gonna put in for a? We should do a Hager charm poll.
Charm would be awesome.
We'll do a Hager charm poll one of these days. Oops. As I dribble all over myself. All right, moving on. We had asked you guys last Saru show, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Number one comes to us from Tito8all3, aka Ruben. Sorry, I have aloe bits in my beard. Ruben says Black Tiger. Black Tiger is an arcade game from Capcom, released in the 80s, late 80s. It's super awesome. I absolutely love Black Tiger. It is hard. I remember playing that in the arcade as a kid, and it is a very hard game. But I love the music in the game. The music has this like dark atmospheric feel to it. If you haven't played Black Tiger for arcades, it's super cool. It's awesome. I think you can find it in the Capcom collections remixed and reloaded on PSP. I believe those collections also came out for PS2 and Xbox. But I don't remember what they actually have. I know one of the PSP collections does have Black Tiger. It's a very cool game. Highly recommend. Very cool answer, Ruben. I love that game. Super awesome. Super awesome. All right, let's take a look at the chat. Bloody Bones says Altered Beast and any Mortal Kombat game and Turtles in Time are my favorite arcade games, along with T2 and the Jurassic games. Cool. All of the Jurassic games, or like the gun ones? There's like those really cool like Sega gun Jurassic Park games. Let's see. Is it $20 for the set and Princess and Odie, or is it $40 to get each? So I was thinking of doing them as a set of mini charms, of doing like both of them together as a set, or they can be two large charms. It just depends. I guess it depends on what Mark wants. Mark, what do you want? Do you want them to come in a package together as like a set? Kind of like how we did, I got a couple right here to show you. Let me show you. Like, these are a set right here. Oops, that is the wrong one. Like, this one right here, we did... Like, it'll be a set like that. I do like big charms, or then individually they will be like in their own packaging. So if we do that, yeah, we can do two separate charm pools for large charms. We could do that. We can do I think Jesse has it listed as just the Garfield Link right now.
Yeah.
So right now it's just Garfield Link, but they both will get made. You just have to specify which one you want. Or if you want both, then you can do you can do
that. Do both.
You could do both. But it would actually be if you wanted to do both, it would be 30, not 40. Because you're paying $10 just to have your name, and you're paying $10 for the charm itself. So if you wanted both, then it would be 30. If you wanted just the one, then it would be 20. The $10 is for your name on the charm, but we're gonna repeat the names on both charms if we do them. Since we're gonna do them individually like this to make them larger ones, we'll just repeat the name on both of them. So basically, you're just paying $10 to put your name on the package, and then $10 for each charm. Or you could just wait until they hit the Etsy shop too and just get them for $10. The $10 is just to get your name on the packaging. That's basically all it is, and a way for us to fund the charms ahead of time. You're losing money not buying them. Martel's marketing. He was like, yes, discount. But yeah, the $10 is basically just to get your name on the package. So $10 for each charm, and then $10 for your name. So it would just be 30 for. If you wanted both, it would be 30. But your name will be on both packages. But let's see here. Priya says, I think one of Davy's earliest games was the arcade dance game. I don't remember the name. Is it Dance Dance Revolution? Because that one's in, man, that came out in 2000. Holy shit. Yeah, Dance Dance Revolution in the US, the official US version of Dance Dance Revolution came out in the year 2000. I remember because it's the same year Pump It Up came out too. So, Pump It Up, actually it's weird because DDR was released in the arcade first, and then it was released in Pump It Up was released in Korea in the arcade sometime after. But apparently Andamiro had the patent for the dance machine first. Konami tried to sue. Andamiro countersued. They pretty much canceled each other out, and Konami was like, all right, well, we don't got a leg to stand on here. But because in the US, I believe Pump It Up actually came out first before DDR, which is crazy. But back then it was either DDR or Pump It Up. Those were the first two dance games. You're losing money not buying them. This is Martel. All right, moving on. We'd asked you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Number 2 comes to us from, oh dang! Matthew! Both Odie and Garfield for myself, and Borderline, Sweets, and Cyber Girl. Oh my gosh, sorry. Matthew is Santa Claus. Early Christmas for all those folks. So he's buying sets for everyone, basically. So he's buying a set for himself. I'm Borderline, Sweet Like Sugar, Cyber Girl. Matthew, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Very, very cool. Very cool. But yeah, for anyone wanting any of them, you could get either one. It doesn't have to be like you're getting Garfield or Odie. It can be whichever one. You just have to tell us which one you want. If you do the single charm, if you do one charm, or like I said, you could always wait, and they will. Leftovers will be on the Etsy shite. Right now it says send some to Sam. Okay, awesome, great. Very cool. We will. We certainly will. Thank you so much, Mark Dell. And of course, thank you, Mark Dell, for commissioning them in the first place. Mark Dell commissioned them.
All right, perfect. Got it.
Very cool. All right. Sweet. But yeah, so you can pick either one. It could be Odie, Princess. What we had Garfield, Linkfield is what Mark called him. Linkfield and Odie as Zelda.
Zoldy.
Linkfield and Zoldy. All right, moving on. Let's see. We have.
Goal has been fulfilled. No need to keep going. No need to keep the show going. Quick SaruShow.
Quick SaruShow.
Princess Odie. Oh, that sounds better.
Princess Odie. Eden Bay says Pump It Up was huge in Mexico. It still is, man. We went to both Fan Center and to Freaky Plaza, and there is a room in each place just full of Pump It Up machines.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I think like what was it? Freaky Plaza had like 12 Pump It Up machines. Fan Center had like 8 or 10 of them, and I couldn't believe they had like every mix in one of them. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Pump It Up is huge in Mexico. Absolutely huge. And I think that also lends into their love for K-pop, too. Because Mexicans absolutely love K-pop. Like, anywhere we went that had, like, anything that was nerd merchandise, right? Like, nerd memorabilia, video games, pop culture, K-pop. You went anywhere. You were at the Tianguis, K-pop. You know, you were in the mall, K-pop. Freaky Plaza, K-pop. Like, everywhere we went, there was things for K-pop. People on the street selling shit for K-pop. When we went to the Twice concert, there were literal blocks and blocks and blocks of vendors selling Twice merchandise. It was crazy. It was crazy. They really embraced, like, I don't know, stuff that's fun and cool. Like anime. Anime is huge in Mexico. There wasn't anywhere we didn't go to where we would find some sort of anime merchandise.
And we saw K-pop group that we've been seeing since 2016.
Yeah, we went to watch it. We went to a K-pop concert that we've been wanting to go to since we started watching them in 2016. We were so happy to do it. Let's see, your goal has been fulfilled. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, we're going home. Thanks everybody. Bye. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Inube says Mexican Eurobeat K-pop before it was cool. Pretty much. It's crazy too, because like I talked to some people who like are into K-pop and they were like naming off like bands that were like old, and I'm like, man, this is the K-pop that like I grew up with. And it surprised me that people there, and I think it was because of Pump It Up, because Pump It Up came out in the 90s, right? And late 90s, and so a lot of music is 90s K-pop. So it was very cool to have conversations like that. Saru is Pump It Up and DDR Master. I used to be really good at Pump It Up, actually. I ran the biggest Pump It Up website in the US called Pump Extreme. And then it became a different kind of website because we didn't renew the domain because I was no longer into Pump It Up like that. But in the year 2000, we opened up a website called pumpextreme.net. And it was the biggest Pump It Up resource in like the first few years that Pump It Up was a thing. We had like endorsement by Andamiro, which is the company that made it. They would invite us to Amusement Showcase International. They would give us like sets and sets of Pump It Up to give away. It was crazy. DBZ is hugely popular in Mexico. Yes, Dragon Ball and Saint Seiya. I would say Dragon Ball and Saint Seiya are like the biggest animes in Mexico. Saru is a pioneer in K-pop, says Randrick. Randrick, what's up? How you doing? He says K-pop is pretty much popular everywhere now. Yeah, it's pretty mainstream culture nowadays.
Saru needs a Pump It Up machine in his game room and do weekly Twitch streams on it.
I used to have 2 of them. I used to own 2 Pump It Up machines. This was in my 20s. I wanted to open up an arcade. And I had bought a bunch of machines from a Korean website called GameJang.net. And they shipped everything in a container. I had gotten like a huge like 40-foot container full of machines. They had 2 Pump It Up machines, an Easy to DJ machine, Easy to Dancer, Neo Drum X, Guitar Freaks, what else? Para Dancing, which was the Korean version of Para Paradise. I had an Astro City. I had a knockoff Astro City. I had bought like 8 or 9 arcade machines during that time because they were like, some of them were as little as like the Astro City was like $400. The knockoff Astro City was $300. I bought a Pump It Up machine for $500. I bought one for $800. I bought an Easy to Dancer machine for $800. Almost all of them were either $800 or less. So I had bought a bunch of machines, but I sold them all off. How much did all of that cost you? About $4,500, I think it was, altogether. Because I also got discounts for buying multiple machines, so they were knocking off $100 here, $400 there. It was crazy. I got like crazy discounts. What cost? The shipping and the stupid custom agent cost just as much. And then when they arrived here to Las Vegas, I had to go to Home Depot to hire like people to help us because we tried unloading the machines and one of my friends let go of like the machine and it dropped on my arm. So we were like, all right, we're done. And I remember my arm got all green because like the machine landed like right here on my arm and my whole arm was like green for like a month. My arm was bruised. So we had to go to Home Depot. We hired like 3 people to come and help us, and we gave them, I don't remember, it was like $20 an hour for them to help us unload. And at the end we ended up paying like $120 more, but we should have just done that from the beginning because these guys did it all themselves. They got in the truck and they did it all like in the matter of not even 2 hours. We paid them for 2 hours worth of work, but it really took them like an hour just a little over an hour to get the machines off, and they did it carefully. It was completely worth it, and if I ever do that in the future, I'm just gonna go and hire help to move the machines. But it was crazy. Yeah, we paid like $4,000 altogether. It was like $4,500, $600, something like that, between the shipping, because the shipping was I think I paid $1,300 or $1,200 to ship the container, and then the custom agent was like $300 or $400, I don't remember, something like that. It was so stupid. The whole customs thing is dumb, because you have to pay like some dude to just go and be like, all right, this is fine, and then $400 down the hole for some dude just to say it's okay. Oh my god, now it's 4K for one Astro. Jesus Christ, that's insanity. This was back in 2006. Yeah, this was like in 2006. So prices were very, very different back then. And arcades were absolutely dying very, very quickly. So like Korea was getting rid of a ton of their machines. And like Korea didn't want them. So they were leaving Korea in droves for super, super cheap prices. And so that's what happened. And then I tried to buy more machines from them later on. And the website was, they were gone. They were completely gone. They had sold the business or something to somebody else. Let's see. I remember Garfield being super popular back in the 90s thanks to comics and Garfield and Friends cartoon. My aunt and uncle had a Garfield car window toy. I think everybody had those.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I think everyone had those Garfield Windows toys. They were so cute. I had one but it was just in the house on the window, you know, at home in the apartment. Just sticking out the window. So cute. He got all yellowed and weird though, because like the sun like bleached them the fuck out, and he looked weird. Super weird.
Don't go to turn Saru's home into pump it up environment.
I'm kind of tempted. I don't think I would get a full machine. I think I would just buy like a metal mat and just like do it on the computer, you know? Because they take up so much room. They take up so much room. We used to have them in the garage, and playing in the summertime was just horrible. I remember we had fans going, and it wasn't enough. So we'd wait till like it got colder to play Pump It Up in the garage. I don't think I would ever buy another machine though, of any kind. I don't really want any kind of machines. I think the most I'm gonna do is I'm hoping to buy like an arcade 1-up and modifying it with like a Raspberry Pi to play stuff like Yuki or Nyanja in it for conventions. Can you get a soft mat that you can roll up? You can, but those are absolutely horrible. Soft mats are just, they're bad, especially once you start playing like harder songs. They just slide around all over the floor. They're no good.
Break your ankle.
They're no good.
Yeah.
Unibase says, "Para fire!" Man, I love those, the para dancing things. I still have my original Para Paradise controller somewhere. I bought a PS2, or I bought a mod chip for the PS2 back when the very first mod chips came out, just for the purpose of playing Para Paradise on the PS2. It's the only reason I wanted it. And then it ended up being such a cool console. But the reason I bought a PS2 was to get the Japanese version of Para Paradise. And I still have my original controller somewhere.
And we got 25 people today.
Damn, 25 answers today, you guys. I better get to it. I've only read one answer so far. So we'll get to it. Jesse's answering the answer. Jesse's adding the other answers right now. Sorry, I had to get that out. Sometimes you ever like start to trip out your words and you just have to just get all the garbles out. Arcade cabs are too time consuming. I see Alucard and I'm Borderline talking about how it's constant maintenance and changing parts, and I don't have the time nor space for this. Yes, that is another problem too, is that arcade machines will break. I remember I broke a panel, one of the floor panels on the Pump It Up machine, because they break. They're made out of like some sort of like plexiglass, and you know, jumping up and down will break them. The Astro City, both the Astro City and the fake Astro City buttons broke on them. So I had, you have to go in there and replace. You have to replace buttons. That's like a constant thing. Like buttons break all the time on those. It just happens, and it's kind of tedious. In retrospect, if I didn't, because what had happened is I was trying to open up an arcade. I lost my job. I had to sell off all the machines. So I sold all the machines to stay afloat until I got another job. But in retrospect, if I had opened the arcade, I don't think I would have been able to keep it up. I think it would have been something that was very temporary. I would have realized the gravity of opening up such an establishment with items that would require constant maintenance, and I probably would have burnt out on it, and I probably would have quit it. So it's probably for the best that I never did open up an arcade and I sold those machines, because I sold those machines for such a markup. It was crazy too, because I had the machines for a little over a year, and like their values locally was so much more than what I had paid for them. So I remember selling like the Pump It Up machines for $2,000 a piece. One of them for $2,000, one of them for $2,200. I sold the Easy to Dancer for $3,000. I sold the other little machines for $1,000. I made a lot of money selling those machines. So it really wasn't that bad, because I made thousands. And that's actually why I try to reach out to the company again, because I was like, man, I could just get into the business of reselling these machines if I can get them at this price. But GameJang, they fold. I think their idea was they sold everything and closed down, because the arcade business in Korea was tanking. So GameJang liquidated their merchandise and they shut their doors. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, because I would have loved to have bought more just to resell them, because I didn't realize how much money I could make until I sold the machines. Because I made, if I paid like $4,600 for everything, I would say that I made something like $10,000, anywhere between $10,000 and $12,000 on all those machines. And yeah, it was crazy. Russ, what's up? Welcome in. How you doing? He says, I'm tempted to buy one of the newly released Unico Nova Blast candy cabs. I think it's 1,400 with 2 stools. It's a new design based on the Astro City. Very tempted. I think orders just started on it. That's interesting, actually. That's not a bad price. It really just depends on what's in it, right? Like what components are in it. Like, what is it? Is it like a JAMA compatible thing, or how is it set up? I'm curious. I'll have to check it out. Let's see here. Mark Dell says you could get a crappy 1-up and print art cover on the sides with Yuki. So here's what I was thinking about doing. Once there's like Kickstarter money or something to do like marketing stuff. Because usually if I do like a game and I do a Kickstarter, I set aside so much money for marketing, right? Marketing means like going to conventions, going to, wherever we're going to try to distribute. That's how we started the Japanese distribution of FX Unit Yuki, is because we went to Japan and we went to store after store. Almost everyone rejected the idea. And I don't know if it's because I wasn't Japanese, but then we finally found places that embraced it, right? We have Game Tante Dan, we have Bit Games, we had we have Retro Game Camp, and right now Game Tante Dan and Retro Game Camp, they still sell copies, and I think Bit Games still has Dreamcast copies of FX Unit Yuki. So those 3 shops are selling. But we went to Beep, and I remember Beep was like, whatever. We went to Friends, and the guy asked like a bajillion questions, and then he was like, okay, we'll keep in touch. We never heard from him. Surugaya was straight out like, oh, we don't make any decisions like that. You have to go to our corporate office and set up, you have to communicate with this person, and you have to set up a meeting. And I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, pretty much everywhere we went in Japan, we were rejected, or either that or they just weren't interested.
Yeah,
but
we were starting to get like Discouraged, yeah. Not discouraged, and it was shitty, you know.
Yeah, it was, but we went to Game Tantedan, and Game Tantedan was like wow, like it was really cool. It was cool.
We were super nervous. Too.
Yeah, we were super nervous, but like Game Tantedan, we have a close relationship with them, so it's cool. And also Retro Game Camp. Retro Game Camp is another one that we have, you know, in-person relations with them. With Bit Games, they're an online store. Everything is done online. I communicate with the guy online. So that's fine too. Nowadays, most everything that is done online. But we went to do those promotions, you know, with marketing money that we set aside from Kickstarter campaigns. So basically, that's usually we'll take a good portion of Kickstarter money for advertising, which is all part of the marketing. So we'll do advertising. We'll do Facebook campaigns for our new game. So we'll likely do the same thing if we can get Nyanja to a point to where we can do like a Kickstarter, and then of course to pay people, right? Like you got to pay people. You got to pay, you know, composer. You know, with Nyanja's case, I would have to pay Rover. Everyone needs to get, you know, their monies for stuff. So we will likely do another Kickstarter campaign for Nyanja, or any new game that we release. We'll have a Kickstarter campaign to fund that stuff, so that we have the money to do things proper. All right, moving on. Number 2. We had asked you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Number 2 comes to us from Japan Gold Boy. He says, I remember when I was a kid, there used to be a mall with an arcade and rides. I played the Simpsons arcade game often, as well as X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Dude, those are both fire arcade machines, okay? The Simpsons arcade, much like the Ninja Turtle, I can't tell you the amount of quarters I spent on these machines. It was so funny because when you think about it, like as a kid, I've started to realize why I was always poor. You know, if you just save like some of that money, maybe you could do stuff with it. I played a lot of arcades as a kid. It was a thing every kid did. Kids played arcades. They did, you know, they would do like whatever they can, side hustles, whatever, to play arcade machines in the neighborhood, right? Like there were places that had these machines. The Simpsons, I remember going to, we had a supermarket called Tianguis, which was just run by Vaughn's, and they had arcade machines, and like the neighborhood kids would go and we'd go and play. It's where I played a lot of KOF 94 at the time. The Simpsons arcade, Bucky O'Hare. I remember a lot of these games. Dude, and X-Men vs. Street Fighter was a revolutionary fighting game. When X-Men vs. Street Fighter came out, it was a game changer, right? Because you had two different worlds colliding in this team battle versus game. It was amazing. And then to play that later on at home on the Sega Saturn was like insane. Rander says, wow, I forgot to mention TMNT in my answer. Shame on me. It was one of the arcade games I played. Excuse me, I played a lot. Or the X-Men. Matthew says, how is the Yuki Genesis coming and the pre-order go live for Yuki Booba mouse pads? We can actually... so here's the thing. I'm trying to determine if we should do the mouse pad pre-order before we go to Game On or after we go to Game On. Only because I'm working on a lot right now, like getting Genesis Yuki out. So what we're doing right now is we're going to send out regular pre-orders of Genesis Yuki, and then we're going to send out the box sets when we come back from Game On. I hope that doesn't upset anybody. We're going to send out an email stating that, only because we don't have some things ready. Like the boxes are missing their decals, because right now we bought boxes for Yuki specific, like pink ones, but we were supposed to put decals on it. We haven't got around to doing that just yet because of time. So we're thinking we're probably going to send out all of the normal cartridges before Game On, and then send the special edition boxes when we come back from Game On. So yeah, I'm going to send an email. Hopefully none of the people who pre-ordered the special boxes get upset over it, but that's what we're going to do. That's what's happening. That's what's happening with Genesis Yuki. We're sending out the regular ones first, and then we're sending out the boxes when we come back from Game On. just because it's just a matter of time. You know, it's just a matter of setting aside the time to do all this stuff. I can wait for my Yuki to be delivered by Panda Express to see new base. Gizmo says, what up, Saru and Jesse and crew? He says, advertise the booby mouse pads coming soon during Game On.
That's true.
Yeah, so during Game On, we're going to talk about, I don't know about the mouse pads. That might be a weird thing to bring up at the panel. Because that's more of like a hardcore Yuki fan item, I would think. But yeah, we're gonna start. We can start taking pre-orders for it now. I still haven't set up any of the marketing materials, but we already have the manufacturing in place for it, so they are a go. They are kind of expensive to get done, so it's basically we have to take up a pre-order system because we are absolutely not going to buy any more than we need. And we're able to, I think, do 100 to keep them at a certain price. But we'll have to double check. But we're going to start doing pre-orders. We're going to charge $19.99 a mouse pad. So, unfortunately, it is a little expensive. But if you look on Amazon, most of those 3D mouse pads cost about that price. And they're generic, like, artworks that they probably took from DeviantArt or something like that. And they're charging like $16, $17. So this is more of a custom item or with original artwork, so I don't think $20 is too bad for that. But it's hard to compete with Amazon too. It's hard to compete with Amazon and, you know, mass, you know, printing from China for artwork that is likely sourced from a public source. So this mousepad is something that's an original design that we have to make on a much smaller scale, which in turn brings the price up. So yeah, we're gonna have to charge. It's gonna have to be $19.99 a mouse pad. So like I said, I realized that might be a few dollars more than what you would pay on Amazon, but you
boobies.
also,
But boobies.
You have to realize that it's original art. It's not stolen art, and we're also not making them in, you know, large China factory numbers. We're making them in small China factory numbers because, let's be real, they're going to come from China. But the thing is that they're going to be more expensive because we're not getting them in the quantities. Like, in order for me to get them cheaply, I have to order a minimum of 500 for me to get them cheaply, to be able to sell them cheaply. Like, say if I wanted to sell them for $15 and still make some money, I would have to buy like 500 of them, and that's just impossible. There's no way we're going to be able to sell 500 3D Yuki mouse pads. So $20 it is, right, to be able to do them in small numbers. And yeah, and the China fake ones, you know, they're who knows what, the print quality, the design quality, because a lot of times they'll take like a design from the internet that was at some like low DPI. I don't know if you've seen like some 3D mouse pads. You see the printing and it looks really faded, and you see like the weird like JPEG artifacts, and it's like you could not have found a better image or try to clean up that image in Photoshop. But hey, people care about is the price, you know. So yeah, that's what so if you guys want a 3D Yuki mouse pad, it's going to be $19.99 for it. It'll be on sarumaru.com and you can pre-order it there. What you can do also is we can give the people who are members of the Elite a coupon to save on the shipping on it. We'll just do a $5 coupon that you guys can use so that you pay just the price of the mouse itself and no shipping, and we will just throw it in your box. So for anyone who is a member of the Saru Crew Elite, we can throw it in your box minus the shipping. All right, let's see here. Where can we pre-order one? We're going to put pre-orders up on fxunityuki.com. I'm sorry, on sarumaru.com. Sarumaru.com. And if you go to fxunityuki.com, we'll have a link for it there pointing to where you can get it on sarumaru.com. Basically, anything that I sell that's my original work is going to be on sarumaru.com. And all of my fan art shit is going to be on Etsy. So sarumaru.com will be all fxunityuki stuff. I don't know. I might change that though. I might move the store to SaruPro. I'm thinking. What do you think? Do you think we should move stuff to SaruPro? So people, yeah. Because, like, we're going to have Nyanja merchandise soon, too. Like, where do we sell the Nyanja stuff? And I feel like Nyanja stuff will sell, too, because they're cute. You know, who doesn't like cats? So, yeah, we're thinking maybe we might move the store to SaruPro.com and people can buy them there. We'll see. We haven't thought about it yet, but...
we always just change this original store we have now to SaruPro.
Yeah, we would just move it to SaruPro.
I would do that since it's gonna be, you're gonna have more things, so you don't want to have a whole store. Be like, go to SaruPro, your whole line of like. Right,
because like right now, like the hardware friends thing are on fxuniyuki.com also, but they're kind of like not, they're just parodies of consoles. So I feel like on SaruPro they'd fit better too.
Yeah.
Because they're just my designs of console parodies, and then Nyanja stuff, and then Yuki stuff. So I'm thinking on the SaruPro.com website we'll probably move everything. Let's see here. Not sure if it's too early to ask this question, but do you have an ETA release for your date for Nyanja? That's hard to say because we only have 2 stages worth of stuff right now. And there's going to be about 8 stages. But we've done 2 stages worth of work in less than a month. So it really all depends on if we can keep this momentum. Rover is the programmer for it. So assuming something doesn't happen with Rover, hopefully we can have it by the end of the year. But yeah, it really comes down to like if Rover can stay consistent with it too. That's the thing. So hopefully by the end of the year, if things keep up the way they do. But yeah, I guess we'll see. It really all depends on if Rover can keep up with. But I mean, this project is a lot more lighter than FX Unit Yuki, because FX Unit Yuki was a difficult project in terms of everything, right? Like, the game had like all kinds of complicated parallax, the stages were long, every stage was different, enemies didn't repeat themselves in any stage, so it was a very ambitious game. And Nyanja is a lot more scaled down because of the type of game it is, right? Because Nyanja is like a bubble kind of game. Those kind of games are very compact in terms of scope, so it by all intents and purposes should be easier to get done compared to something like FX Unit Yuki, right? Or even Miko Hearts is going to be a more complicated project as well. And Miko Hearts is going to be a 2-player action game, but it will also not be as complicated as Yuki. There will be like enemies that repeat and stuff like that. And Miko Hearts, because of the type of game it is, Yuki was ambitious in the sense that every stage was a different game theme, so we could not repeat enemies in any of the stages. So every stage had different enemies because every stage was a different game. So we didn't reuse enemies, we didn't reuse stage tiles, we didn't reuse even assets that were very, very minor, like when enemies explode and stuff. If you pay attention in FX Unit Yuki, every stage they explode differently. So it's like, because they're different games, we had to make it feel like she was in a different world each and every time. So FX Unit Yuki was very, very ambitious, and like there's a lot of little details that go very unnoticed. So that's another thing we only want to repeat when we do like FX Unit Yuki 2 at some point, is when we want to repeat something like that with little tiny touches like that in my opinion I feel go completely unnoticed. Because in every review I've ever seen, even though most of the reviews were positive, I've never once heard anyone mention that the enemies were different in every stage, or the little nuances that nobody caught, right? Like every enemy exploding in a different way. It's just little things like that went completely unnoticed. Let's see. What did Mark say? Saru has only read only read 1.5 answers so far. I've read 2. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, it ended.
What ended?
The thing, no, because he thinks that you stopped at as well as X-Men vs Street Fighter. That was the end of that. The second one.
That was the end of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The X-Men vs Street Fighter answer. That was the end of it. Let's see here. Chinese fake ones are inferior in quality. Oh, I read that already. Yuki mousepad. Okay. 1 out of 13 Yuki mousepad. 4 out of 13 Yuki mousepad. We should do that. We should put labels on them. Say which one out of what is what for the mouse pads, because there's not going to be that many of them.
No.
You know, so it's probably going to be like 1 out of 20 or whatever that we sell. I guess we'll see. Not let's see. You can have mouse pads showing butts in 3D. We're not doing that. The new game sounds awesome. I love good bubble bobble style game. What system is it coming out for? PC Engine.
PC.
Oh, I thought I had more left. No, that was the end of that answer. And then I started talking about X-Men vs Street Fighter, and then Matthew asked about Genesis Yuki, and then we started talking about Nyanja. So sorry about that. Complete derail. It's gonna happen. Let's see. Mike Hager butt mousepad.
Yes. Pecs.
Don't. Oh, his pecs. His pecs.
Yeah, Mark does it. Or pecs.
He's got huge pecs. Oh my gosh. Don't tempt me.
Harry.
Don't tempt me, Mark Dell.
Cheeto this.
Don't tempt me, because I will do it. Don't. What is it? What does it say?
Nobody even mentioned dies. Garfield was bad.
No. No. Big pecs.
Right.
Zangief mouse pads.
Oh yeah, you can do that too.
Now are you tempted? No. I've gone completely cold. Alright, moving on. We had asked you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Number 3 comes to us from Jim Varga. Jim Varga says Galaga. Man, Galaga. You remember, I don't know, if there are any 40 plus people out there, do you guys remember seeing Galaga in like every single place, like ever? So being a child of, you know, being around in the early 80s, I would see those cocktail Galaga machines at places. You would go to a ton of places. Fatburger. You would go to Fatburger, and Fatburger would have like those like cocktail style things. You know, obviously bars would have them. They were made for bars specifically, but restaurants had them everywhere in LA. A lot of places in LA in the early 80s had these cocktail style machines. They were so cool. They were the coolest thing, these cocktail tables.
They also have
awesome.
businesses as well.
Like what?
I went to IBM for like a thing with my dad, and in the cafeteria they had them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
And that was like 19. It must have been like 1981.
81?
91.
Oh, 91.
91. Yeah, they had those.
So they're like vintage or something?
Yeah.
Okay, because those kind of phased.
Pac-Man.
Those phased out pretty much in the late 80s. You didn't really see those cocktail machines unless you went to places that still had them around, but they were very prominent in the early 80s. There was a lot of them. You would go to places, the movie theaters would have them. People would sit down and drink their soda, eat their popcorn in the lobby, and they'd have these cocktail machines. They were absolutely everywhere. You would find them in laundromats as well. They had them in a lot of places. Let's see. Please like the like button, says Matthew. Yes, hit that like button if you can. Anyone who's in here, if you come in for a second, it takes 2 seconds. Hit that like button. It really helps us. We can't stress that enough. We have like 4 likes, but we've had like 15 people in here for over an hour. So if you guys can hit that like button, that would be nice. That would be nice. It takes 2 seconds to do that. It takes a second. I remember playing the Super Mario Bros. At the supermarket, says Ando Gamer. Ooh, like a cocktail machine? That's awesome. I've never seen a Super Mario one before. But, I mean, they could have anything. I guess whatever the operator decides to jam in it. I've always seen Galaga and Miss Pac-Man were the ones that I saw all the time for those cocktail machines. It was almost always Galaga and Miss Pac-Man. Oh, what soundtrack is this? It's time for
New one.
It's time for a new one. We've gotten to all the random all the random sounds. What did we do? Is this Street Fighter Alpha 2? Yeah. Street Fighter 2, the definitive soundtrack. We can do regular Street Fighter 2. Ding, ding. All right, moving on. Number 4 to our question: earliest arcade game that you like. Number 4 comes to us from Cybergirl007. Cybergirl says, playing arcade games at the roller rink, playing, if I remember correctly, Super Sprint in Mount Kisco, New York when I was younger. Whoa, Super Sprint. Do you guys remember? I completely forgot about that game until now. That's cool. Do you guys remember Super Sprint? It was like that arcade machine. Whoa, good answer, right? Yeah, good answer. For Cybergirl, yeah, that's quite an answer. Very cool. Yeah, I remember Super Sprint. Completely forgot it existed until I read it just now. Very cool. But yeah, Super Sprint was a cool little racing game. Came in a really cool cabinet too. Did someone else use her name? That was a lot of words. That was a lot. Very cool answer, Cybergirl. Super Sprint was a cool game that just popped back into my memory thanks to you. Very cool. All right, moving on. Number 5 comes to us. Wow, we got a new name. Every week we've been getting like 1 or 2 new names. Very cool. Thanks, people who are joining in on the fun. Number 5 comes to us from someone named the Stains28. They state, my first arcade game was Dig Dug. My mother left me at the arcade at the mall for hours to run errands. I remember when I first noticed the game for the first time, a man in a spacesuit digging his way into these creatures' homes, sticking a long tube in their mouth holes and exploding them into pieces all over their living room. Ah, memories. It was a childhood dream to play. I could be remembering wrong, but that's my memory of the game. That's pretty much what happens in the game. You know, he fills them up and makes them explode.
That is true. Going to their houses? Because some of them are just kind of going left and right.
Yep, they're just like...
Hello. You're dead.
Hello.
Welcome to my...
Welcome to my home. Ah, fuck. Jabs a tube in their ass. This is violation. All right. Great answer to the Stains28. Very cool. Dig Dug. I love Dig Dug. Dig Dug was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, I like Dig Dug too.
I played a shit ton of Dig Dug as a kid.
What's up, Scruffy?
Shit ton. Scruffy, welcome. He says, Saru. And Jesse, glad to hear your voice feeling better. Yes, he needed rest.
Thank you.
He needed to rest. He's doing better. Violations.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was a cool answer.
That would be a good SaruShow. A SaruShow question would be like something like that. Pick a game and rename it something funny or something like, what would you call this game?
Wrong answers only.
Yeah, wrong answers only.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be funny. That would be funny. All right, moving on. Next one comes to us from SuperBoo85, also known as Ken Masters. SuperBoo says, well, my first time playing an arcade, I played Lethal Enforcers with my older brother, and I played Sunset Riders by myself, and I tried some sit-down racing games and also some fighting games. I can't remember either of those last two too well. Out of all of them, I think I enjoyed Sunset Riders the most, and have enjoyed similar side-scrolling shooter games ever since. I also remember seeing my dad play Galaga? Yo, you did something weird here. He says, I also remember my dad playing Galaga when I was real young, and ever since I enjoyed playing it myself, though my first time playing Galaga was actually during the load screen or bonus screen or whatever on Tekken 2, I think. Yes, Superboo, you are absolutely correct. Namco games for the PS1 always had classic Namco games for their loading screens. So like you'd have things like Ridge Racer, and I think Ridge Racer had like Rally X or something like that, and then like I think Tekken 2 had Galaga or Galaxian, I think, maybe, I don't know, but you'd always have like some like classic Namco arcade. Very cool answer. I actually completely forgot about that. What a cool way to be introduced to a classic game is through a loading screen. Very cool. I like that answer. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Saru, exciting news during Digimon Con today. The creator of Digimon Story Games confirmed that there's going to be a brand new Digimon Story video game in the Digimon Story series. Wow.
That's cool.
That is cool. Very cool. Let's see. Namco patented. Stupid Namco. They did. That's right. They patented the ability to play a game during load screens. And that's why they were like the only person that did that, right? Yeah, I remember something like that. Yeah, they patented the use of being able to play a game during a loading screen. Like, what the fuck? Why do companies do these like predatory things? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like those are like predatory things.
Money.
I guess, yeah. But I feel like it's unfair. Like, when people like copyright words, you know, like what the fuck? Like normal ass words. All right, moving on. Next one, number 8 comes to us from Screw the Net. Screw the Net says, my mom used to tell me when I was 2 or 3, when we were at a local Straw Hat pizzeria, I took notice of the arcade games, but not knowing about quarters. I just pulled at the buttons and joysticks and was happy at the sound and video on the screen. It wasn't until an older kid told me I needed quarters that I went to mom's and asked for some. To which she groaned, but then lovingly handed me over a few quarters to go play. Don't recall what game it was, but within a year I tried my hand at Road Blasters, which came out in 1989, and it's been one of my all-time favorite arcade games to this day, says Screw the Net. Very cool. Do you guys remember Road Blasters? Dude, that game was cool. So Atari made a game, made Road Blasters, and you were like, it looked like a Porsche or something. You were like a red, like one of those like 1980s Porsche cars, but like slightly more futuristic, and you had like, you could shoot like the other cars, and you would get balls with power-ups or balls to extend the time, and like just different colored balls that you would have to pick up. And they even made Road Blasters toys that had like a jingle. I know the jingle, I'm not gonna sing it, but it's one of those jingles that got stuck in your head because you would see these commercials all the time. And it's basically the same jingle as the arcade game, but with lyrics to it. But it was cool. It was cool. Here's my answer, Jesse. Bump and Grind 1, The Adventure of Red-Headed Sailor. What the fuck? McDonald's Hello Kitty Yu-Gi-Oh! Collab Happy Meal in Belgium. That's interesting.
That's awesome.
That's interesting. I kind of want nuggets. Anytime someone mentions McDonald's, I want nuggets. I want chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. All right. Moving on. Number 9. We had asked you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? 9 comes to us from Gaijin79. Gaijin says Pac-Man. I'm guessing maybe like OG Pac-Man. When I was a kid, I never really played Pac-Man. I played Mrs. Pac-Man. And I think everyone played Mrs. Pac-Man. Dude, I remember seeing like, just everyone would play it. Like adults would play. Because at the time I was a child, and I remember I would see like, at the time I was like, these old ladies are playing video games. And now that I realize that they were probably in their 30s and 40s, you know what I mean? And now I'm that old man playing video games. But back then, when I was a kid, I would see like, 30s and 40-year-olds playing Miss Pac-Man. And I used to play a ton of Miss Pac-Man as a kid. I think everybody played Miss Pac-Man.
My mom played Miss Pac-Man.
Right? Yeah, like if you were around in that era, you played Miss Pac-Man. It was absolutely everywhere. It made Pac-Man super popular because Pac-Man was not anywhere near as popular until Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man was what made Pac-Man. It made Pac-Man it made it a household name. So absolutely Miss Pac-Man. Well, he said Pac-Man, so I'm assuming just regular Pac-Man. But I feel like Miss Pac-Man made everything more exciting. It was more colorful. You had like these pastel colored stages. Miss Pac-Man had a bow. it was just a much more captivating experience than the regular Pac-Man was. But Miss Pac-Man is one of the weirdest licensing things, right? Isn't it? Its story is so wild, you know, how it came to be, and you know that those people who modified the boards, and now it's still a licensing thing because now Miss Pac-Man is no longer called Miss Pac-Man. She's called like Pac-Mom or something like that. And they even changed her. Like if you look at the Nintendo Switch version of Pac-Land, Miss Pac-Man 1 is not called Miss Pac-Man, and 2 she doesn't even look like Miss Pac-Man. She's got like a sun hat on or something. It's different. They changed her because of the fact that there's still a licensing thing going on. So it's crazy. It's crazy that now it's new Mom Pac-Man. Is that what it is? Mom Pac-Man? I was close. I said Pac-Mom. Pac-Man is Pac-Man retcon is insane, right? It's a crazy story. But yeah, those of you who don't know, Miss Pac-Man was basically created not by Namco, but by the people who modified the boards for Pac-Man here, and modified the game to be Ms. Pac-Man, and that got distributed to Bally, and eventually, I guess it became like, did Namco try to sue? I don't remember the whole story. I don't remember if Namco tried to sue, and then they worked something out. I don't remember the whole thing, but yeah, I think there was some sort of weirdness where I think like Namco was not happy about it at first, and then they were like, oh, never mind, we like money. But anyhow, yeah, very cool. Very cool. We got this whole conversation simply out of the answer Pac-Man. All right, number 10 comes to us from Tsunami Sam. Tsunami Sam, our queen. She says, hi, my earliest memory of an arcade game would be like Pac-Man or Galaga or something with my mom at Walmart. I can't remember exactly what we played, but I remember looking forward to Walmart trips just for their little arcade. Mom would pay for it and usually just watch on and cheer me on. Maybe it was Tekken? Lord, I have literally no idea. Walmart back then was a lot of fun. I think one day they got rid of their little arcade and put in a nail shop or a bank or something. So rude, says Tsunami Sam. They did that here too. The Walmarts had like little arcades, and then they put like an optometrist or something fucking useful. Like, fuck you, Walmart. Bring back our machines.
I know the Walmarts now have like, was it Winchell's? They have Winchell's in there now.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Why don't we go to... Why aren't we going to Walmart with Winchell's in them?
I know.
Here?
Here, yeah. The one on Marks.
Has a Winchell's in it?
There's Winchell's in it.
Donuts?
No, not Winchell's. I'm sorry. Auntie Anne's. What's the other one called?
Oh, Wetzel's Pretzel?
Wetzel's Pretzel.
Oh, okay. I thought you said... I'm like, Winchell's.
I'm sorry.
I never knew Walmart had arcades before. Before that answer, says Markdale. Yeah, they had these little arcades.
Yeah, little arcades with like gachapon.
Crane games.
Crane games, sorry.
Yeah, they'd have crane games and arcade machines in them. Yeah, most of them don't. I don't think any of them have them anymore, probably. All right, moving on. Number 11 comes to us from Yakup, who's in the chat right now. We had asked, what's your earliest memory of an arcade game that you really enjoyed? Jakob says, my earliest memory of an arcade game that I really enjoyed playing was the Simpsons arcade game, since I would use up all of the money I got from my parents for being a nice as a kid to play. I almost read nice ass kid. I was a nice ass kid, all right, to play it at my local bowling alley in the early 2000s and before it fully shut down in the 2010s, since the Simpsons arcade game machines were still being made at the time also. Wow. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's already 2 answers with the Simpsons arcade. I wonder if we'll see any more. But yeah, totally cool. Simpsons arcade was awesome, super awesome to play. Let's see here. Mark Dow is adding to the Pac-Man answer. He says, I think it was a bootleg, but it was so popular that Namco made it a real thing. Something weird. I never knew Walmart. Okay, got it. Must have been gone long before I moved here. Yeah, I'm guessing. I remember them still being a thing. Were they still a thing when we moved here in 2012?
Yeah, there were still some.
There were still some, right, that had them?
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember seeing them still. And
they had like maybe 3 where they, the racing one.
Yeah, they had like a racing machine and stuff.
Like fighting. That's it.
All right, moving on. Number 11 comes to us from Moon Jelly Kevin. His earliest memory, he says it would have to be either Miss Pac-Man or the Ninja Turtles arcade game. Most people remember Turtles in Time, but the one I remember was the one before that where the cabinet was either a bar top or looked like a newspaper machine. It was like a rectangular box. The Turtles were everything to me as a kid, so seeing that blew my mind. From there, arcade games became everything. Man, for reals, dude, the first Turtles arcade machine was insane. I remember, like, I ended up getting stuck with Donatello because I always wanted to be Michelangelo, but I was like the kid who just went along with the flow, right? Because like everyone's like, I'm Leonardo because I'm the leader or whatever. I'm Michelangelo because he's cool. I'm Raphael and blah blah blah. I'm Donatello because he's the only one left over. So when I was, and then I learned to love Donatello as a turtle because in the game he had the longest reach. So he was actually better than the choice that I always wanted, which was Michelangelo, who had the shortest reach. But yeah, as a kid, I always wanted to be Michelangelo. So whenever I play the game by myself, I'd always play as Michelangelo. But whenever I played with my group of friends from school, I ended up being Donatello. Always ended up being Donatello.
Always Donatello. Us too. Donatello was like the worst. No one wanted to pick.
No one wanted to be Donatello because he was the nerd, right?
Yeah.
So I always ended up being stuck with Donatello.
Everyone wanted to be Leonardo.
Yeah, everyone or Michelangelo. It was always Leonardo or Michelangelo, and then Raphael. But nobody ever wanted to be Donatello. So yeah. But I ended up really liking Donatello as a character, and he became Leo as a narc. But yeah.
Donatello gets stuff done.
He does. What the fuck? Stuck with Donatello. Yeah, but that was the thing, right? Like, nobody wanted to be Donatello back then. So I was the one who always got stuck being Donatello because I would never speak up or say anything. So, like, my friends would be like, yeah, I want to be black, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, DJ, you're this guy. He sucks. I'm like, oh.
Let's all go to SaruShow and be stuck with Donatello again. I was always the person who'd I'll just pick whatever, I don't care.
Oh, I wanted to be Michelangelo, but I ended up with Donatello every time.
I always wanted to make other people happy,
I just was very go with the flow too. I guess
yeah.
like I'm the same way. I'm a people pleaser, you know, and I would have fun no matter what.
I'm just happy because I'm playing with people,
Yeah, that was the thing, right? It was just fun to play with people. It didn't really matter too much. But at the end, I ended up really liking Donatello as a character. You know where any of the glasses wipes are?
Yeah, there was one there, around there.
Man, this says the soundtrack is almost over. I feel like the original Street Fighter 2 soundtrack was so short. Yeah, we need to buy some new ones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I always get my face grease on my glasses. I think when I push them up, and I smack my face. I had fun playing the Turtles arcade game with Saru, Jesse, and Sweets. I had never finished it in the OG cabinet before that. Oh, that's right! I forgot about that. Yeah, we went to the Pinball Hall of Fame. And they had an original Turtles arcade. And we played 4-player Turtles. That was fun. Was Saru Donatello? No, I don't think so. I was... Who was I? I think I was Michelangelo, wasn't I? I think so. I think Mark was Donatello. Because Mark's favorite is Donatello. Hence why we did that Donatello Garfield. Donatello cosplay Garfield. Alright. Moving on, we had asked you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Number 12 comes to us from Tanya. Tanya says, Snow Bros. I remember all the kids around putting their peso to be the next one to play. Oh my god, what a memory. Do you guys remember putting your quarters on the machine to be the next one to play? Dude, that has been like so many arguments. Oh, did you go downstairs? Oh, you don't have to do that.
It's okay.
So many arguments started over that. No, I put my quarter first. No, I did first. Fuck you. When you get punched in the face.
You get punched in the face.
Dude, that happened. Yeah, that happened a lot. Kids would get punched. You know? Especially during the fighting game. During the fighting game boom, dude, kids were getting punched in the face all the time. You know? Sometimes by adults. My friend got punched in the face by an adult who was mad. He was mad and punched him right in the face.
Damn.
And I remember he was in shock. He looked at me and he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, he took it well, but like, it was just crazy. My friend, like the guy got mad and he was like, bah, clipped him, right? Clipped him right in the face. And like, my friend was like this because he had clipped him and his eyes were like wide open, right? And he's like, he looks at me and he's like, what the fuck was that guy's problem? Like, because, you know, we were like 13 during this time, you know, 12 and 13 years old. We were still kids at this time.
What's up, Mackenzie?
Mackenzie, what's up? Welcome. He says, back then, kids got punched in the face. Today's kids get punched in the feelings.
Jeez, your arcade rolled hard. Markdale.
That happened a lot. Like, kids, there was always, like, especially when fighting games came out, like, I feel like arcades were places where kids just got into fights all the time.
You're also from East LA, so
that's true. I'm from East LA, so things were weird in East LA. But if you weren't getting molested, you were getting punched. It was one or two. Oh, thank you. Is this finally my Twix?
I almost ate it.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, wait, no, that's not mine. Must resist.
Sure. I'm gonna go to an arcade and punch a 13-year-old in the face. He was 13, my friend was 13 at the time. I was 12. Street Fighter 2 was super new. And everyone's playing it. There was a lot of emotions. Molested or punched? Can I phone a friend first? Dude, that happened a lot in arcades, actually. Arcades, it was a really dark time. Dude, that happened for years. Here in Las Vegas, I remember I used to go to a place called Mary Kay's, and like people would go and try to pick up people at the arcade. It was scary. It was a scary thing. Not for me. At that time, I was already like 18, but you know, for anybody else younger, I imagine that would be scary. You always had to be leery about like the creeps, because there was always creeps that went to arcades. That's creepy as hell. There's something that happened. Chingazos para ti, Simio. En serio. Así pasaba. Uno ponía la cola en la máquina y si uno se trataba de traspasar adelante de una persona, pelea. I was explaining how, like, you know, you put the quarters on the machine. If you try to jump your spot, fight, you know. Fight would break out. May I see the Yuki Booba pads, please?
Thank you, Mackenzie.
Do you want to see the design? I can show you.
Not sure.
Let me show you really quick. Because I actually have it on my phone because I just sent it to the manufacturer. Oh, not on my phone, on my drive. Where the fuck is? How do I get
Once
to?
I got shown the barrel of a gun for playing as Kano on Mortal Kombat. This is new base.
For playing as Kano in Mortal Kombat, really?
Wow. Gizmo says 80s and 90s had its fair share of creepers. That's for damn sure, says Gizmo. Yes, please. I'm so excited.
Was that commonplace at the time, Inubase, in your part of Mexico?
Matthew Roach says, or Men in Black would kidnap you for playing Polybius. There's It was a bit uncalled for, I'd say. So anyways.
Here it is. I had it on my drive because I sent it to the manufacturer, so this is what it's gonna look like. I think she came out really good.
Mm-hmm.
She's super cute. Super cute, and then these will be the puffy parts. Those will be the puffies. Her puffins. But yeah, that'll be Chesty. I mean, lovely, says Gizmo. It was a bit uncalled for, I'd say. Ah, yeah, you think? Guns. Might need to cop one of those, says CVL. Please do. We're gonna have pre-orders going up for them pretty soon. Oh heck yeah, she's adorable, says Mackenzie. Yeah, we're gonna have pre-orders going up. All the ergonomics. It's good for your wrist too. You gotta pay attention. Carpal tunnel can start early, you guys. You can save yourself from carpal tunnel now by getting yourself a comfortable 3D mouse pad. It's good for your wrist. It's gonna sit nice and snug right under your arm. It'll be very nice.
I can use it on my desk work.
You can. Everyone needs one. Everyone needs to get one. Alright, moving on. Next one comes to us from Matthew Kelly. Matthew Kelly says, Star Wars Original Trilogy Arcade. Star Wars Original Trilogy Arcade. Which one was that one? Star Wars Original Trilogy Arcade. Is that the one that had like the wireframe? Did that one have wireframe graphics? I don't remember. Was that the one you played?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that one. Huh. I guess I gotta look it up. Let me look it up. Because I don't recall that one. Star Wars. Was it just Star Wars Arcade? I think it's just called Star Wars the Arcade game. Yeah. It was the one. It's the one I'm thinking of with the wireframes, right? Or was there another one? Here's a picture of the one I was thinking of. That's the one I'm thinking of. Was it this? Well, he's not here, but I'm pointing it out to anyone else. It was like a wireframe game. I think the name confuses me. Because back then, nobody referred to it as that. I'm guessing he meant the original Star Wars machine? Maybe. Much later, around the 2000s, it's the trilogy one. The one with 3 separate games in it. I'm not sure. I don't know. When I looked up Star Wars Arcade, that's what came up. And that's what I remember. I remember that old like wireframe one. And then one that you got to sit in. There was a sit-in one also.
Oh yeah.
For Star Wars. And I don't remember what that one's called. Maybe that's the one he's talking about. And that one had better graphics than the wireframe one. But I don't remember what it was called. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's take a look at this link. Do you want to leave? Yes. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I think this is what I'm thinking of. I'm not very familiar with it, though. I guess that's what it was called. It was called Star Wars Trilogy Arcade by Sega. Was this like in the 2000s, I'm guessing? I'm guessing it was in the 2000s, yeah? Let's see what the Wikipedia article says. Release date. 1998. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay, maybe. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that one. Cool. Very cool. I don't have much to say on that, though. Because I'm not familiar. Not too familiar. Alright, moving on. Next one comes to us from Mackenzie. Mackenzie, aka Babbling Nerd, says, I grew up throughout the 2000s so sadly I never got to go to an arcade growing up. However, my earliest memory of playing an arcade game was Crazy Taxi in a restaurant. This restaurant had just a couple of arcade cabinets in this mall. In this small area. And while waiting for my parents, they gave me some change to allow me to go play the game while we waited to be seated. This game was chaotic, fast, and well, crazy. Oh, we got... Is that Pans? It is. Jeffrey. Is that Jeffrey? He came up.
Yeah, Jeffrey, yeah.
Is that Jeffrey's? It's Jeff Wah. How you doing? How are you? Jeff Wah. Welcome. Welcome. All right, going back to Mackenzie's answer. He says, this game was chaotic, fast, and, well, crazy. It had me addicted and laughing my butt off because it was just hilarious, just crashing into traffic and almost driving into people just for some other insane person to hop in and have me to take them to Pizza Hut or KFC. This would have been when I was around 10 years old, so roughly around 2005. I was like, man, I wish I could play this game at home. At the time, I didn't know there was already a GameCube version until just 3 years later. I found a used CIB Player's Choice copy of Crazy Taxi for my GameCube for just $2. Oh my god, yes. At the same time, I bought another arcade game for my GameCube for just a couple bucks, but I didn't know it was an arcade game. It was Beach Spikers Virtua Beach Volleyball, says Mackenzie. Wow. That's cool. How was Crazy... Mackenzie, since you're here, did Crazy Taxi for the GameCube have all of the music too, like all of the who was it, Offspring or whatever, that made the original Crazy Taxi so popular? Did it have those musics? Because a lot of newer versions remove that stuff for obvious licensing reasons. So I don't know. I never played the GameCube version.
I remember playing the GameCube version. I don't remember if the music was still on there.
Because if you remember, they later released them for like PS3 and stuff, and then they removed that music. And I don't know what they replaced it with, but they removed it for other stuff. Much later, around the 2000s, that's the trilogies. About the trilogy. Huh. But, yeah. It would be interesting to know. Yuki really doesn't mind us touching her boobies, huh? Says Mackenzie. It's for the sake of your health. All right, moving on. That wasn't the end of his answer. There's still more. Scroll down. What? Sorry, Mackenzie. I didn't realize that that was not the end. All right. Where did I leave off? He says, had 2 new games to play and I couldn't wait to get home and play them after the Oilers game that evening. As I lay on the bus, I kept looking at the screenshots and going through the instruction manuals. When I got home, my parents left a note saying, "Hey Mac, Dad and I are going out with some friends tonight, so you will be home alone tonight. Harrison and Andy are sleeping over with Grandma. Here is a couple of 20 if you want to order a pizza. Don't forget to tip the driver and leave the remaining change on the counter. Dad says don't forget to finish your homework. Love, Mom." This was going to be the best Friday night ever. After I finished my homework, I called this local pizza place called Monty's Pizza and ordered myself a deluxe pizza with pineapple. And while I waited, I got on my Oilers jersey on while I turned on the TV to put on a hockey game. The pizza came, and it was so tasty, and the Oilers ended up winning a very close 2-1 game. Now I was ready to play some Crazy Taxi and Beach Spikers, and that night was a ton of fun. Hockey, Crazy Taxi, pizza, and bikini girls. What more can a 13-year-old want? Anyway, I probably kept switching between those 2 games the whole evening. Crazy Taxi was just as good as the arcade game, maybe a little bit better with the new game modes, and Beach Spikers had a bunch of eye candy. To this day, both of the games still in my collection and will be always ready to be played if I ever get an itch to play them, but nothing will be like one night where I played until 3 in the morning and spent the entire Saturday morning / early afternoon sleeping in. Thanks for reading. That was channeling some serious Merox energy right there. But very cool, very cool. He says, yep, Crazy Taxi on GameCube has all of the Offspring songs. Unfortunately, it's based on the PS2 version, so voice lines were re-recorded. Wow. What does that mean? But they're not. They weren't the original versions of the song. They were like, were they like cover songs? Was it like cover songs of Offspring? Oh, we're doing the Gachapon now?
Yeah.
Gachapon. It's Gachapon time. Good, because I need a breather. I need a breather before I hyperventilate. Jeffrey says, hi, babes. I miss you. We miss you too. Aloe. I have aloe. You want some? Here, open your mouth. Open your mouth. I'm pouring. How you doing, Jeffers? How are you? How are you? Let's see here. Songs were the same. It was the voice. Like, it's time to make some crazy money. Let's make some crazy money. The PS2 and GameCube versions of Crazy Taxi has the characters get new lines that Sega didn't port them, but was acclaimed. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Mogu Mogu. Is that yogurt drink with the jellies in it? Yogurt, jellies. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking at names put on here.
Ah, gotcha.
That are,
Forgot your one.
Yep.
Elite,
yeah.
Alright. Should we do one more? Or are we going to Gachapon now?
We can do one more.
Alright, we'll do one more. If anyone hasn't entered the Gachapon contest, it's on this side of your chat, I think, over here, upper right-hand corner. Maybe your chat's not there, I don't know, but over here it shows up right here. So you can still enter Gachapon. You can enter it. It's free. It's free to enter. If you are in the United States, you get to do the Gachapon. If you are international, then we send you a Saru packet with different things. I don't know where the fuck I did with that thing.
It's right there. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure what you're looking for. I apologize.
The thing where we have like a magnet. It's like a magnet. I don't know why I did that face. I thought about that thing with Joe Biden and Kamala. What? What are you pointing at?
Right there on the side.
No, not this.
No?
Anyway, yeah. If you're outside of the US, we send you a thing with flat stuff with stickers that I just ran over.
Ran over stickers?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But
yeah, like
stickers and a hologram sticker, a regular sticker, and a magnet. Assorted things. Assorted. Oh, remember, we gotta do the stickers for Monday. We have to send them out to Geo, just so we remember. All right, moving on. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna do the Gachapon giveaway, you guys. We have 2 giveaways tonight. We have the Gachapon giveaway we do every night, and the video game giveaway we do every other Saturday night when we do these.
Yes, it's automatic for elite. Yeah. So I put your name on there, marked out.
Yep. If you're elite, you're already in. What's up, Mo? How you doing? He says, "What's up, everyone?" Welcome in. Yes, for the elite people who are in chat, you automatically get entered. If you're an elite member, you're in chat, you're automatically entered for the Gachapon giveaway. Everyone else has to do the Gleam link to enter. All right, moving on. Number 15 comes to us from Randrick. Randrick says, my first experience with arcade was quite an adventure for 11 years old Randrick. That day, I decided to go to the closest shopping mall with my bike. Little did I know there was an arcade at this mall. When I saw this, I forgot to lock my bike and went straight inside, and that's when I got sensory overload. The noises, all these arcades, and the people playing and enjoying games. I was speechless. The first game I noticed was King of the Dragons from Capcom. I still have some lunch money from school, so I used this to play it. I was blown away by the gameplay. The fun gameplay, the music, and then someone joined in while I was playing it, so it was cool to just play a game like that with another stranger sharing the same love for video games. I kept going to the arcade for a long time after this experience, playing amazing games like Dungeons and Dragons, Shadow over Mystara, shoot-em-ups like In the Hunt or Darius, and so many other amazing games. I'm glad I was able to experience the arcade in the 90s, says Randrick. Right? It was a magical thing. It was a magical thing to experience the arcades in the 90s. don't know if it's my glasses or my eyes are just dripping. We don't have a wipey.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I forgot you brought one. I'm dumb. Very cool answer, Randrick. King of the Dragons. Yeah, that's a great one. You have that one, right, Randrick? I don't know if Randrick is still here, but I think you have that on Super Famicom. That's one I would like to get at some point. Maybe I'll find a used copy at a decent price. But I would like to have it. He says, yes, I do. Cool. Let's see. Mackenzie says, I would never understand why IGN says Crazy Taxi was worse on the GameCube than the PS2, despite the GameCube version has an analog trigger support and has cleaner visuals. I don't get it. IGN sucks. Dude, IGN is the worst. I don't understand why anyone even cares what they have to say about video games. Like, they don't know anything. Mo says, I think for me it was Shinobi. Oh man, the Shinobi arcade game was amazing. I loved playing Shinobi in the arcade. It was so good. Inubase says, had to do some magic with the marketplace as it is not on Japanese Xbox. Which one? What game? Ah, for D&D. Okay, I just saw it. I just got D&D collection on Xbox this week. Nice, very cool. Wow. Oh, was it on? It's on the. What is it on the U.S. marketplace? I'm not sure. I have the Saturn collection. D&D thing. I remember playing In the Hunt, such a good game, but holy shit, it's hard. Dude, yeah, In the Hunt is so hard. It's so hard. Some people call it Metal Slug Submarine. Metal Slug the Submarine. Mo says Xenu was Double Dragon for me. Oh man, that's another one as a kid that I really loved playing. Mo was Double Dragon. Hearing that music, like in the arcade, was magical. Magical time. Unibase says D&D collection is the PS3 and Xbox 360 digital. Oh man, they had that one physical for PS3 in Japan, didn't they? I think I remember seeing it physically. The 360 one works on Series X. Ah, okay. Wish I was around to see the golden age of arcades. I never got to punch kids to play any arcade games. The closest thing I had was if one game didn't share the controller, you choke them with the cord. Damn, I hate that. It's physical for PS3 in Japan, expensive as hell. Dude, I saw it for like 5,000 yen at A2. It's now a Surugaya, but at that time it was A2. And I kick myself in the ass to this day for not getting it, because I was like, I have it for the Saturn. I don't need this. But now it's like expensive, isn't it? So yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about that. I'm bummed out about it. I should have grabbed it. You never know what's going to be expensive. Oh, thank you for the $5, Matthew. Oh, I didn't say anything. I thought it was in... do the speech. He says, in memoriam of Akira Toriyama, who brought us so many great works. Yes, Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. Amazing works by Akira Toriyama. I feel like he brought people together with his works. If it wasn't for my love of Dragon Ball, I wouldn't have met so many of my friends. Dude, I met so many people just because we shared the love of Dragon Ball when growing up, you know? So yeah, very sad. Very sad. He passed away a little over a week ago. But they only recently just announced his passing. Super duper sad. Sad day. Dude, I was bummed like that whole day. I was super bummed. Super bummed out that entire day. Super bummed. Alright. Let's get into the Gachapon now. We're going to do the Gachapon giveaway. We've already entered anyone who is a member of the Elite, and then whoever entered manually. So here we go, you guys. We're going to go ahead and give it a shuffle. Yeah, move it maybe to the...
Probably move this slower.
Yeah, you can put that over there if you want, or whatever you want.
Okay. Here it is. We're gonna shuffle.
All right, here we go, you guys. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3.
All right, here we go, you guys. Good luck to everyone. This is for the Gachapon giveaway.
Oh, it's gonna be. It's Jakob.
Jakob. All right, so for Jakob, because he's in Australia, I believe, we're gonna send you. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna send you one of these. But we need to know where you live.
Oh, we already know his address.
Oh, we do?
We just sent him some stuff.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. We did.
Okay, yes, you get one of these, Jakob. This is a package with a bunch of different stuff that we do. This is a magnet, so you'll get a magnet. You'll get like a vinyl, one of these vinyl stickers, and you'll get one of these holographic stickers. It won't be this one specifically. Maybe we can do some Samurai Pizza Cat stuff, because we have a... I don't know if you like Samurai Pizza Cats, but we have Samurai Pizza Cats. Some other stuff that we can pick. We have Ninja Turtle vinyl sticker.
We'll give him.
And
I know what I gave him, so
we'll throw in a holo. We'll try to throw in things that we think you'll like, not just completely random. Right. If we know a little bit about the person, we try to throw in something cute. But yes. All right. Are we gonna do one more?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
All right, we're gonna do an extra one bonus. We'll do one more. Did anyone else enter?
Yeah. Let me check. Nope.
Okay, we're gonna do one more.
And stuff.
We're gonna do one more, you guys. Here we go.
Shuffle.
All right, shuffle.
1, 2, and 3. Okay, ready? Here we go.
All right, good luck, everyone.
It's gonna be GT Beakerman.
Beakermans.
Are you here?
Beakermans. They have to be here, right?
Yeah.
If they're not elite. Isn't he elite?
Yeah, but if he's not here,
I thought if they were elite, we gave it to them anyway.
Yeah. But how would we pick the number? That would be for the video game.
Oh, I'm so stupid. We're doing Gachapon. I'm so dumb. Never mind. I thought we were doing the other thing we do. Charms. I thought we were doing a charm. It's not charm giveaway. I'm so stupid. Yeah, he has to be here. He has to be here. Beakermans, you have to be here.
If it's for the charms or the ending of the video game, I don't know.
Right,
Charms,
yeah.
sorry,
For the video game giveaway.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, charms or video game giveaway. I'm not of right mind. I got notified GT Beakerman on Discord. Hopefully he comes. Yeah, I guess we can give him a minute and we'll move to the next answer.
Catch your breath too. I'm gonna head to bed sooner than tonight. We're moving to that stupid daylight savings. Oh yeah.
Oh, is that tonight?
That's tonight. So we lose an hour.
Man. Yeah, I think we lose an hour today, huh? When does that happen? Does that happen at midnight? Midnight will be 1 o'clock. Oh, at 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock will be 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock, yeah.
Dang. Good night, Randrick. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Thank you for filling out the answer. Oh, we need to do next week's answer.
Yes, Sweet Like Sugar's not here.
Oh, we don't have a Sweet Like Sugar. We don't have a Sweet Like Sugar. We need a Sweet Like Sugar.
Okay. So I guess GT Brinkman's not coming.
Okay, well I guess we're gonna have to move on, or maybe we can read another answer.
Yeah, read another answer. Yeah, that sounds better.
You can stop holding that. I don't know why you're just turning that camera off.
Sorry.
There you go. I was wondering why you're doing that. Daylight savings crap. Crap is crap for my crap. Crap. All right, moving on. We had asked you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Number 16 comes to us from Pabst. He says, there was an arcade and a pizza place in the shopping center near where I grew up. The pizza place had Kroll, which is pretty obscure. The arcade, I played a lot of Elevator Action and Karate Champ. Across the street was a cheesesteak place that had Food Fight and Zookeeper. I don't know what any of these games are. Except Elevator Action and Karate Champ. I know those. I'm not sure what Food Fight or Zookeeper are. Or Kroll. Is Kroll a game? An arcade game? Or a name of a place? But, dude, yeah, Elevator Action was awesome. I loved Elevator Action. Elevator Action was cool. Karate Champ, not so much. But Elevator Action was cool. I like that one. Not familiar with Food Fight or Zookeeper, though. Might be one of those things where if I see it, I'm like, oh. But whatever Kroll is definitely doesn't sound familiar. Very cool, though. Very cool. I'll have to look these up at some point. All right.
He's here.
All right, here we go. He had to put my son to bed. All right, GT Peakerman. What? What are you doing? That's mine. Get my... Stop stuffing my Kirby in there. All right, GT Beakerman, pick a number between 1 through 4. The number corresponds to the prize that you get. But he's elite?
Yeah. Okay.
Then just pick a number. If the grand prize still has to land on the number that you pick, but since you're elite, you can pick any of the prizes that come out. So anyone who's elite, any of the regular prizes that come out, you can pick. And you get 2 bonus balls as well. Don't let Kirby eat it. Alright, ball number 1. Ball number 1 is this Krillin keychain gachapon. Aww. Ball number 1 is Krillin. Ball number 2 is Homeboy from Star Gladiator. Do you guys remember Star Gladiator? Capcom arcade machine. Alright, let me put you in there. Ball number 3. Ball number 3 is Nene from Crayon Shin-chan. I have a Shin-chan over here, too. Look. So cute. Alright, and ball number 4. Ball number 3 was Nope. Nene. Ball number 4 is, I don't know what this is. Some sort of... Oh, it's a Yoshi you put together. Look. Ball number 4 is... What is he? Like a Lego Yoshi? Connects Yoshi. I guess you put them together. Oh, he's cute! That's so cute! I've never seen this before. Where did this come from? Alright, and then bonus balls. Bonus ball number 1. Bonus ball number 1 is... These kitties. Mark Dell got 1 million of these kitties, so there were like some extra ones. This is from our last Japan trip. This like kitty with his like a teacup or something. All right, bonus ball number 2. Why did you do 2 more? How many are you pulling out?
6.
There's 7 here.
There's 7?
Yeah. All right, bonus ball number 6. Or bonus ball number 2. I'm sorry. Bonus ball number 2 is a sleeping Kirby. So cute. So cute. Lots of cute stuff. All right. Well, you get to pick. These are all regular Gachapon prizes. Since you are a member of the Saru Crew Elite GT Beakerman, you can pick any one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Yeah, it's 4 plus 2 bonus balls.
Yes.
Okay. You okay? Why do you look confused though?
I don't know. I'm just confused. Sorry.
You're like, how do I numbers? How is he? Oh, there he is.
I got it.
There he goes. Alright, do you need me to show them to you again? I should have actually, First one was Krillin. Krillin from Dragon Ball. Second one was this Yoshi. This guy was the main character from Star Gladiator. This one is the little girl from Crayon Shin-chan. This is one of those weird Japanese cat gachapons. And then the last one is a sleeping Kirby. Sleeping Kirby. You can pick whichever one you want. What was the last one? Last one was this one. Let me show you. Last one was this sleepy time Kirby. Look, he's even drooling. He's so cute. This would be the easy answer for me because I'm a huge
Kirby says GTB.
I'm such a slut for Kirby.
I bet you are.
Kirby, you want the Kirby? He wants Kirby. That would have been my pick too. That would have been my pick 100%. I feel like this poor Nene one, no one's gonna pick it.
No.
Because she's more anime than video game, right? Maybe I'll keep Nene.
Yeah, keep it. Where is it? This one?
Yeah.
Put it over there.
I'm gonna keep Nene. She's gonna go with my Crayon Shin-chan. My Crayon Shin-chan's butt's exposed.
GTB says I already have that Yoshi lol.
He's like... Because Shin-chan is a farty boy. Alright, I'm gonna keep Nene. I'm gonna keep Nene to go with my collection of Shin-chans. Do we know if what's his name? What is his name? My brain is not working today.
That name. I don't know the name.
John Riggs.
John Riggs.
Oh my god, is John Riggs going to Game On?
I think he is, yeah.
Oh, I should give him these.
GTB says, oh yeah, rigged. Oh wait. Because he's always saying rigged. Yeah, give him that one.
I'll give him this one with the Shin-chan head.
Okay, perfect.
Do you know where the Shin-chan head is?
I think I do.
It's in the shelf, on the white shelf, next to the bathroom. Yeah. On the floor. Yeah, rigged. Famine Moons is here. Hello, Famine Moon. Famine Moon. How long has the camera been like that? Okay. Jesse trying to get the camera to focus and Saru not noticing. The camera is Saru's brain. Yes. I've been here. You've just been ignoring me. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Did I? Did you say something earlier? Famicom collecting?
No, I said hi.
I guess I didn't see you. My bad. My bad. Saru's a jerk. Saru's a jerk. I'm all over the place right now for some reason. Like my brain is like, it's on the verge of shutting down. Saru EXE has crashed. Alright, let me move these things over here. Move you. Move you, move you. Organizing some stuff. Organizing all the things. What are we listening to? New soundtrack. No, no. No, no, na. Let's see what's in the top 100 all time. Persona. Minecraft is number 1. Super Mario's. Mario Kart, Animal Crossing. Five Nights at Freddy's. Persona 4. The Wii Music Collection. Let's see. Legend of Zelda, Kirby, Dragon Ball, and Z background music. We need Saru design t-shirt for sale saying I'm a slut for Kirby, says Matthew. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. I'm a slut for Kirby. What did the other one say for Mark Dell? I'm a whore for lasagna. What did it say?
I'm a slut for lasagna.
Is that what it was? I'm a slut for lasagna. Alright, what's another cool arcade game? Arcade game. Do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The original one. I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright, let's see. This one, arcade. Is this the original one?
Looks like it.
Oh, you think that's going to demonetize you? It's okay. Turtle Power. Do y'all remember Battle Arena Toshinden 3? What a fever dream that game was. I was a big fan of Toshinden 1 and 2. And 3 was... and then 4 was just total crap. There it is. Thank you. Love that game. Toshinden 3? Yeah, Toshinden 1. There was a 3. There was a 4. Toshinden 4. There was how many Toshinden games? There was Battle Arena Toshinden, Battle Arena Toshinden 2, Battle Arena Toshinden 2 Plus, Battle Arena Toshinden 3, Battle Arena Ni Toshinden, Battle Arena Puzzle, whatever the fuck that thing was. Oh wait, I skipped the Saturn Battle Arena Toshindens and Battle Arena Toshinden URA. We're at 8. And then Battle Arena Toshinden Subaru. So there were 9. There were 9 Battle Arena Toshinden games. 9. I have the Saturn one. It's not good. URA version. It's kind of maybe not URA. There's the other version that's similar to which one is the one that's similar to 1? Remix. Toshinden Remix. Toshinden Remix actually has a high def mode in it. And I think they had cleaner sound than the original one. It has some improvements. Granted, the 3D doesn't look as good, but the high res mode looks good, especially if you were playing it on like your CRT in high res mode. It looked really sharp. It looked really good. Surprising that Battle Arena Toshinden for the Saturn even had such a thing. There's a Battle Arena Toshinden, Battle Arena Subaru. Do you get to fight as a car? Subaru is the name of Kain's daughter. Like, Kain had a daughter named Subaru, and I guess it's named after her. I don't know. It's weird. And you're Kain's daughter and Eiji's son and like their friend, and it's like a team thing. It's totally weird. I never got into it. I liked 1, 2. I liked Remix on the Saturn. I think URA introduced like some like new character with like dual wielding knives or something for the Saturn. I have Ni Toshinden. It sucks. And I have the puzzle. The puzzle game's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It's all right. But yeah, Toshinden Subaru was kind of crap. I want a car fighting game. You can be a car in Fighters Megamix. Fighters Megamix lets you be the Hornet from the Daytona series. You can be the car. And you're just the car and he's like punching around. It's kind of funny actually. Yuki Arena Toshinden says Beakerman. What was that fighting game where you fight a non-articulated bear? That's also Fighters Megamix as well, Jeffrey. Fighters Megamix. It's a sign. The bear is like one of the signs in like a stage, and you get to be him. So he's just like flopping around, no appendages that move or anything. So it looks really funny. I have a prototype of Fighters Megamix for the Saturn that I got from Russ, and some funny things happen like during the winning poses.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah. It was like it would like zoom in and out of stuff, you know, or like one of the characters won and he zoomed out into like infinity. It was funny. Some really funny bugs in that Fighters Megamix prototype that I had gotten from Russ at the time. I meant to copy them, but I never did. Oh my god, it gave me explosive diarrhea with laughter, says Jeffrey. The bear, he's pretty funny. Which is why it's the best fighting game. Which one? Fighters Megamix? Do you like it? It's a good game. I have the Japanese version. I used to have a US version, but I sold it. Because US versions of games are usually way more expensive. So they fetch a They fetch a higher price. Let's see. Mackenzie says, unfortunately, the Saturn version got canceled, but how cool would it have been if Sonic the Fighters released on the Saturn? I don't think it's that bad of a fighting game of the era. Yeah, Sonic the Fighters was fun. I used to always play it when we went to GameWorks. GameWorks was the only place that I knew that had it. I've never saw Sonic the Fighters in any arcade other than GameWorks here in Las Vegas, and maybe New York too. I don't know. Maybe everywhere they had Sega arcades, they probably had it. But here in the U.S., the only place in my life that I ever saw had Sonic the Fighters, and I still frequented arcades very regularly at this time. You know, at least once a week, and I never saw it. Never saw it. So, yeah, mega. All right, moving on. We'd ask you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game that you really enjoyed? 17 comes to us from I'm Borderline. I'm Borderline says, I love arcades, as you all know, but I didn't really play them that much when I was a little kid. Starting when I was around 11, I used to go to a dude ranch for Thanksgiving with my family, and they had an arcade there. I would spend $20 every day on Carnival and Area 51 Maximum Force. I loved Carnival the most. It was bloody and creepy. It drew me in with a shotgun that you could pump and reload, and the crazy bosses like the Baby and Krampus. I now own an Area 51 Max Force cab and have a PCB of Carnival. I would like to one day get a dedicated Carnival cabinet too, but for now it's just candy cabs with this here weeb. Love you guys, and thank you both Saru and Jesse and the Saru crew for all these years and great times and memories, says I'm Borderline. Aw. That's cool. I remember Carnival. Dude, Carnival was crazy. It's a crazy arcade game. Very cool. Area 51, I remember seeing that in movie theaters a lot. Do you remember seeing the Area 51 machine a lot in movie theaters? Like, a lot of movie theaters had them.
Almost all of them had it, you know.
Yeah.
It was that and Alien. Was it really? There was not Alien. I forgot what the other one called. The zombie one.
Oh, House of the Dead?
House of the Dead. That's everywhere. Almost every single theater had it.
No Strategy, what's up? He says, got my Vita hacked. Nice. Very cool.
Good night, Mark Dell.
Good night, Mark Dell. Thanks for stopping in. He says I should get ready for beds. I'm going to leave my headphones in and be a lurker. Very cool. All right, Mark Dell. Have a good night. Sleep well. Hopefully no crazy sounds will wake you up in the middle of your sleep. 10 million steps, but it's done. Yeah, you have to do a lot of different things. Like, once you hack it, you got to install, like, this thing, and then install that thing, and then install another thing so that thing can do another thing after you install the other thing. Like, whitelisting and, like, you know, adrenaline install and blah, 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 blah. Screw the Net says House of the Dead 2 and 3, Terminator 2, Area 51, Carnival, Crypt Killer, and a couple others were great shooting games.
Time Crisis as well.
Oh, yeah, Time Crisis 1 through 3. Yeah, Time Crisis is crazy.
Sweet dreams are made of sorrow.
Who is Saru to disagree? Travel the world with a Saru and Panda. Everybody's looking for Saru. Time Crisis was so damn cool. Yeah, Time Crisis was really cool. It looked so good too when you compared it to like Virtual Cop. It looked really good. And then I remember playing Virtual Cop 1 on the Saturn, and I was like, this is crap. It came out, it was like 20 frames per second. It looked gross. It looked bad.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just saying, then you play Time Crisis on the PlayStation, and it was like 60 frames per second, and it just looked good.
We had Time Crisis in one of the theaters, and one of the things were like, you can lift it up. Right, so after we died, my friend would go and
put in credits,
but like there was a button he was pressing to get all credits,
uh-huh.
And I guess the manager saw and we got kicked out.
Oh no! Yeah,
we almost beat it too. You're not supposed to do that. Oops.
Unibase says I could one credit clear it back then. Nice. If only we were on Twitch so I can spam frogs to keep Mark awake, says Mackenzie. Bad Mackenzie. No. All right, moving on. Next one comes to us from
That one. 18.
Anonymous. Anonymous number 18 says, I really don't remember many arcade games that I got into. The first I remember seeing was Kung Fu in Spain maybe, when I was very young. But all the best games were already on my outstanding Commodore computer back home. So many home computer games were just a few pounds that I'd often rather save my 20p and have something I can keep at home. My biggest memory of a surprise was after playing some XY bots in 92 was visiting Wales. I had played the game before on the C64, but I was really loving the look and feel of the arcade game. I thought that was going to be my arcade highlight of the trip until I saw a group gathered around a Street Fighter arcade cabinet. I had a turn as Blanca versus Guile, and I've no idea who won because I didn't really understand what was happening. The colors were really pretty. Street Fighter became my favorite arcade game after that, even though I don't recall putting any more money into one as I just waited for a home release, says Anonymous. Interesting. I wonder who that was. Whoever it was, they were in Europe.
And they like C64. I wonder.
And they liked C64. Who do we know that likes C64, you guys?
Your mom.
I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't quite put my finger on it. Or in it.
Matt George is G. I'm guessing this is Martel's answer.
I'm guessing. That would be a good assessment. All right, moving on. Number 19 comes to us from Motoko 2030, aka Matthew. He says, my earliest memory of an arcade game that I really enjoyed was going into an arcade in the early 90s and seeing the Simpsons arcade game and having a massive blast in playing that game, says Matthew. Man, we got a lot of Simpsons arcade answers with this one.
You know,
that one really made an impact, huh?
Yeah, I'm surprised that no one said X-Men.
Yeah, someone said X-Men.
Oh, someone X-Men? Okay.
Yeah, someone said X-Men earlier and Simpsons.
Okay.
Arcade. Yeah.
X-Men was my memorable.
Oh, really? Like your
I
first?
was like, holy shit.
Your first like arcade memory that you really liked?
That I really liked, you know. I was like, wow, you know.
I'm losing steam. Famicom Collecting says Anonymous Dell. Yes. Where are y'all sharing these answers? We do a question every week. We'll usually post it here ahead of time before the next Saturday show. But the person who does our questions isn't here right now, so I keep telling myself I'm gonna share it on Twitter, and then I forget to share it on Twitter. But sometimes I'll share it on Twitter, and then people answer them, and they do them here. Though we should start just doing community posts. I'm an idiot. Instead of sharing them on Twitter, they should be community posts and say next week's question.
We got 25.
I know we got 25 answers, which is a lot. Normally we get anywhere between 15 and 20. So we'll do that. We'll make it a community post, actually, because we don't need to wait for Sweet Like Sugar to do that.
No.
We can just we should do it now, actually.
No, if we do community post, people will be able to read it.
Oh, and they'll start answering there. Yeah, that's a thing too. That's I think we talked about that, right?
Yeah,
why we didn't do it. I think we did a community post once, and everyone just started giving us our answers on the community post, and it kind of like ruins the experience of doing it.
I forgot someone said it. I kind of ruined the whole waiting for the week.
Right. Yeah. So that's why we do it as a question, so that we read them here and we talk about them together. That's the whole point of talking about these together. That's what makes this show. These questions, the answers to the weekly question is what makes the show. So
Thank you, Matthew.
But I don't know. I guess we could put it on. We could put it on as a community post for people to answer, and then because the ones who will do it will probably do the link anyway. If they want it read on the show. It's hard. Jeffrey, the question is also posted on Saru streams on Twitch. Yes, that's the. Oh, that's right. Yes, we do. We post the question on Twitch. That's right, Matthew. We do. We post the question on Twitch, and usually Matthew's the one who will pin it. I completely forgot. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew is always here to keep us in line. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. That is 100% true. We share them on Twitch, and we usually go live on Twitch 2 or 3 times a week. Let's see here. How about Facebook, like a group or something? Maybe on my Facebook page. I have a Facebook page. Yeah. The group that I run on Facebook is mainly for imports. It's called Retro Japan. It's actually my first social media thing that I did before I started doing YouTube. And that's still very active. I have a video game group called Retro Japan on Facebook. It's old. People are still. It's very, very much active group still. Let's see, or have a forum and put them on your site.
We use Google Docs forum.
Yeah, we do like a Google forum.
Mackenzie says, "Hey, Sarah and Jesse, what was the most disappointing arcade you ever played to a home console?"
Where was that? Hey, Sarah and Jesse, what is the most disappointing arcade game you ever played to a home console? Damn, that actually makes for a good question too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what is a home port from an arcade that you were most disappointed in? Let's not answer it. We're gonna steal that for a question, not for next week's show, but for the week after. So, like in a month from now, because in 2 weeks we already have another question for 2 weeks from now. I think we do, right?
Yeah, we do.
So maybe in a month we can do that. We will use that. That'll be good. That'll be good to hear everyone's answers for that. That will be good. That'll be fun. Thank you, Mackenzie. Yeah, we'll do that. That Naomi Sam Show game. Which one was that one? Was that one Sen? Samurai. Was that Samurai Show? Or which one was the Naomi one? I don't remember. Because there was the Hyper neo-geo 64 one too. Yeah, that'll make for a good question. So next SaruShow, it won't be that. We already have one for next SaruShow, but for the next one, so a month from now, we'll use that one. We'll use Mackenzie's answer. Are you looking for the one we did this last one?
Yeah.
What is your least favorite game in a series you love? That one's gonna be next SaruShow. So 2 weeks from now, it's gonna be what is your least favorite game in a series that you love. That's going to be the next one. Don't answer here and now. A lot of people do that when we state the question. I don't want to know your answer now. What I want to know your answer now is the answer to this week's question. So if you want to talk about this week's question in the chat, let's do that. But next show, it's going to be that. What was it? What is a game in a series that you love, that you least like?
Yeah.
Or what is a game that you dislike in a series that you love? What is your least favorite game in a series that you love? That's going to be the next SaruShow question. That's going to be in 2 weeks from now when we do it. We do these every other Saturday, you guys. So just keep that in mind. Every other Saturday we do these. All right, next one comes to us from Famicom Collecting. We had asked, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game that you enjoy? Famicom Collecting says, I can't remember what game it was, but I used to play the heck out of some car racing games. It could possibly be Cruising USA, but I was super obsessed with cars as a kid. So I loved driving and shifting gears in the arcade. I also played a lot of Time Crisis and Area 51 at a local pizza joint. Very cool. Did you like San Francisco Rush too? I feel like San Francisco Rush was awesome, dude. Or San Francisco Rush 2049. That one was good. Let me lower it just a bit. I feel like I'm screaming. I'm like, gobble, 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 gobble. For Ring Fit, a question on what is your favorite Catgirl character in a game and why? Inube says, the one with the weird accent for the announcer and blurry shape filter. That Naomi Sam Show game. I don't remember which one it was. I'm not sure. It might be Sen. I don't know. They all had different names. I know. Was it the one that came out for Xbox eventually? There was no jumping and the gameplay was weird. And people were like, "This game fucking sucks." Have some. Oh yeah, I played that one, 2049. Dude, San Francisco Rush 2049 was badass. I loved it. I loved all the little like alternate routes that you could take too. And when your car exploded, it was just so epic. I'd always like it. I would always find it funny. I don't know why. Like I'd be playing and I'd go like in one of the secret routes, but sometimes like you'd like drive off right like a thing and like land upside down and explode, and it was funny. It was funny. All right, moving on. Next one comes to us from GT Beakerman. Beakerman says, whenever I would go with my mom to the local grocery store, I would ask for 50 cents to play Road Blasters. I wasn't very good at the game, but I had a blast, says Beakerman. Wow, that's already 2 for Road Blasters today. That's kind of cool. It makes me happy that other people remember Road Blasters, because I feel like a lot of people don't remember Road Blasters. It was a Thomas wave. I just checked. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sen is an abomination. Yeah, Sen is horrible, dude. It sucks. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, I love that game. It had rocking music. Yeah, the music was so good. When you beat the stage and it started playing that jingle, it sounded so good. The winning jingle in Road Blasters. And the title screen music was epic. It was like down. Like I remember it so clearly. I loved it. All right, moving on. Next one comes to us from Gizmo. Gizmo says, this is a good question because my memory of arcade games was that when I was young, about 3 to 6 years old. I have memories of arcade games being in grocery stores and liquor stores. Also, at the front of restaurants like pizza parlors, etc. They were everywhere. But if I played them, which I probably did a few times, I don't remember which ones. As the 90s carried on, I got older. I have memories of playing Street Fighter, a few shmups, and also some racing games such as Cruis'n USA and a few others. If I had to think of one in particular that I really enjoyed, I unfortunately can't answer because I sucked at all of them. It was actually consoles that gave me an opportunity to play these games and get better at them, because in the heat of the moment playing on quarters, I would always lose. Street Fighter was fun, so probably that one for me, but I also enjoyed some shmups which were everywhere as well. It kind of sucks that we've moved on from arcade games being all over the place, but glad that we can share these memories now, says Gizmo. Okay, wow. So Cruis'n USA, huh? Very cool. That's 2 for Cruis'n USA. Because didn't Famicom Collecting just mention that one too? GT Beakerman says, yeah, I love that game. It had rocking music. I'll always remember Road Blasters fondly, says Screw the Net. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good game. It was a fun game. Alright. Next one comes to us from Inubase. Inubase says, I don't know how old I was, but it was still a time of milk in glass bins, overalls, E.T., Odisea Burbujas, and Chico Che. Outside of a supermarket next to a Mexi gacha filled with plastic eggs and other infantile choking hazards was a blipping machine singing Waka 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 Pac-Man, a game as old as I, a marvelous piece of machinery. I don't remember as many details, just the haze of the sounds and the setting. Did I play? Did I just waggle the joystick not knowing what it was? I don't know, but it was an event.
You know, if you scratch your ear, you hear the waka 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 waka. They hear inside your ear. Do it. No. I don't know you.
I'm checking out of this conversation. Famicom Collecting says it was wild to have handheld systems nowadays playing arcade games that were state of the art and huge motherboards in our pockets. Hopefully that makes sense.
This is why I don't talk.
I'm just playing. Floof has lost it, says Jeffrey. The new cruising game on the Switch is awesome. I just wish it included online multiplayer. That game would be awesome to play against friends. Is it Cruising Blast? Is that the one? The new one? Is that what it's called? Holy shit, I just got super dizzy. I think I hyperventilated. Hyperventilations. Alright, moving on. Let me have a drink first before I die. Cruising Blast, yeah. Okay, I have that one. Brian Trusty gifted it to me for the Switch. I should play it on my next Switch night, whenever that is. We need a Switch night. Switch night.
Tomorrow I'm playing Mario.
Oh, are you playing Mario tomorrow?
Sunshine, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said you were going to play Mario's.
I might just do it in the morning.
Will you?
Mario, yeah.
Mario. Somebody mentioned driving games, and I loved that Hydro one. All the water with sick jumps and stuff. Hydro Thunder. That was another one that was in the same vein of San Francisco Rush and Rush 2049 and Cruisin' USA. All those racing games. Hydro Thunder. I forgot about Hydro Thunder. Mario! Hydro Thunder, yes!
Matthew Roach, voice actress.
Tarako.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I saw that yesterday on... what is the website? Live Door? JP, I think. Live Door mentioned it. And I was like, no! More people are dying. It's sad. So Tarako... I didn't know she did the voice of Cotton. But Tarako, her most influential role was the voice of Chibi Maruko-chan. And Live Door mentioned that she was the voice of Chibi Maruko-chan. She was also the voice of Kirara from Inuyasha. She was Kirara's voice. So whenever you heard Kirara make her meowing noises, that was Tarako. Tarako was also the voice of Melody from Hunter x Hunter. Dude, she did so much, dude. Tarako did. She was one of those big seiyus, right? Like in the 90s, that was huge, right? Like, well, even before the 90s, I think. But in the 90s, she was like super huge. It was like Tarako, Hekiru Shina, Megumi Hayashibara, Mina, what was her name? Mina was another one of those female seiyus that was really big. Tarako also did voices for Engine Knight, Lamune, and 40. What else did she do? She did a lot of voice. She did tons of voices. She was a big seiyu. She was like Hiromi Tsuru also passed away recently. And Hiromi Tsuru also did so many voices, right? That people were known for. Ew, what is this? What is that? What a weird place.
It's hard.
For that. Meh? But yeah, she did a lot of voices. It's sad that she passed away. Damn, and she just got a new CM the other day. Really? What was it about?
It's Rice.
Oh, it's Rice. Okay. I was scared. But yeah, Tarako did a lot of voices. Yeah, I saw it last night. And I was like, man. Another one that was like, she was an NG Knight Lamune 40. and Kimba. Yeah, I was going through all the roles that I could remember that she did. Like I said, she was Melody in Hunter x Hunter as well. She was Kirara. She was a bunch of characters in a lot of things, a lot of stuff. But I didn't know she voiced Cotton. I had no idea that she voiced Cotton. That's interesting to know. Interesting.
It's Elvis Roy.
Oh shit, Elvis Roy! What's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? He says, "What in the 6 pounds and 3 ounces, baby Jesus, is going on here?" Mentiroso. The only cool lady in the 90s was Selena y los Dinos, Saru, and Jesse. Yeah. She was in Urusei Yatsura also. Very cool. Thank you for the $10 donation, Elvis Roa. How you doing? How you doing? Are you excited for Game On?
We'll see you this weekend.
Oh my God! This weekend already. Next Saturday. Next Saturday already. Well, no, next Friday. There it is. How come it doesn't read them?
Huh?
How come it doesn't read them? It doesn't voice them.
This is YouTube.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, that's only on Twitch. I'm dumb. Yeah, that's this Friday already. Dang. I think Friday we're just gonna go get our passes. I don't think we're gonna go to the con. I think we're just gonna pick up our passes
and go
eat or something. I don't know. I think Saturday we're gonna skip. Not Friday. We're gonna skip Friday. Saturday we're gonna go for. We're probably gonna go in at noon. My panel's at 1:30, and we'll probably hang out a little bit after that, and then we'll probably leave. And then Sunday we'll probably go for a little while too. We don't plan to spend a lot of time at the convention this year because since we're not exhibiting, we don't really have to stay. So we don't plan on staying very long. So Friday, I don't think we're gonna go. We'll be there, but I don't think we'll go to the con. I think we're just gonna pick up our tickets, and then Saturday I'm gonna show up at noon to talk about the panel with Sergio really quick. I'm not expecting a lot of people to go to the panel. Maybe a handful of people. It's mainly just because we're going to record it. Jesse's going to record the panel. So, we should do it on your phone.
Yes, that's okay.
We should do it on your new phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure to take the tripod and just hook it up to a battery. Yeah. And you have plenty of space, right, to do it? Definitely. So we can just record it and we'll just get it off as soon as we're done. Because it's going to be an hour long, so that'll be many gigabytes.
Yeah.
That's like 10 gigabytes, I think. 10, 13 gigabytes, something like that. I know that when I record stuff that long, it's always like 13 gigabytes. Yeah, so it's going to be a huge file.
And then we can upload
until we convert it, after we upload it, just delete it. So yeah, Jesse wants to record. He says, "Lol, Saru, I got you on the panel, remember?" Ah, okay. Well, then maybe we can have multiple angles.
That's true.
We can have more than one angle. That would be cool. We'd have multiple angles. Or are we going to live stream it?
No, we should live stream it. It'd be better, actually.
We could live stream it?
Yeah. Would that be for you guys?
Should we live stream it? Do you guys want to live stream it? And then maybe if Nerd Strategy is going to do it, we can upload that one as the separate clean one. But yeah, I don't expect a lot of people to go to the panel. I'm maybe a handful, just like the people who know us. Because like people who don't know us, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" Right? Like they're not gonna want to show up for that. So I assume that people who just know us. I'm not going to Game On this year, but maybe for next year we can split a booth. I'll have a new game to show by then. Oh, is that a new game? Like that's different from Jam Jam and Jelly, or do you mean because Jam Jam and Jelly will be out by then? But yes, the answer is yes. Sorry.
Hell yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. I would love that, Russ. That would be amazeballs. Let's do that. We'll plan for it.
And you're not coming. That sucks.
I know. I was hoping to see Russ this year. Russ, you're like one of my favorite people. I was hoping to see you this year, but next year, yes, a shmup that will reuse the Jam Jam engine. Oh, cool! That's awesome. Tell me more about it. Well, you probably don't. Maybe not now. Tell me in private. Tell me in private. I want to know. I want to know about your thing.
And Elvis Rose says, "Yes, let's go eat."
Let's go eat. What do we? As long as it's if we go to get Chinese food, it has to be good Chinese food. I don't know. We might maybe I'm not sure. We might stick to cheap like fast food stuff, Elvis, because we're on a super tight budget. Because as you know, I don't have a job, so like we're trying to do everything on like the smallest budget for stuff. So we'll probably just get fast food. To be honest, we'll probably just go to like Jack in the Box or something. Nurse says, "Sure, I can use my camera. I think my extension cable has multiple power inputs, so I think I can make it work." Thank you for good night, Pan Pans. Jeffrey says, "Sleepy time for me, for a Pans. Night night, boys. Let's get together again this year." Yes, let's get together. Or if you're coming to Vegas anytime, Pan Pans came to Vegas and he stayed with us last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last year. And that was fun. We went to eat at some places, and we did some stuff. We mainly just hung out here at my house. It was cool. It was cool. Like, things are super chill. Like, we've known Jeffrey for years now. So, you know, we just hang out and watch TV, and we eat Japanese snacks. we went to Daiso, because we have a Daiso nearby, which is, like, the worst thing. And now we have an 85-degree bakery nearby. Oh, that's right. Jeffrey's probably gone. But I don't know if you've ever been, Jeffrey, to the 85-degree bakeries. They open one right next to Daiso. Right by our house. So, like, we're a hop, skip, and a jump away from Daiso. And right next to Daiso is an 85-degree bakery. I'm like, oh, all this good stuff so close to home. We don't go often, though. Because
Aldi's coming, too. They just confirmed it.
Oh, Aldi?
Aldi.
Aldi is like...
I've never been, so I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, just as excited. It's like a discount supermarket. Nothing crazy.
Elvis says, you know my food budget is always high. Losses, Elvis Roa.
Jeffrey says, "Oh Lord, we're going to become perfectly spherical." Daiso in the USA. Yes.
Yes.
We have like 8 Daisos here in Las Vegas. We have a lot of Daisos. We went from having none, and then we had one in the west side of town for like a year.
Yeah.
And then
they all
out of nowhere, they all just started popping up. We now have one super close to our place. It is literally 1 mile from here. We have, if even, I would say it's about a mile, right?
About a mile.
Yeah, we're like a mile away from a Daiso right now. That if we wanted to, we could walk there, but we're not gonna.
I know.
But I mean, we could.
If you want to get shot.
If you want to get shot, no shit, right? How many blocks would it be? Because you have to walk. You would, because there is an opening over here, and then there's a cross over to the wash. So from here to Russell is what, 2 blocks?
It wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that long.
It's from here to 2 blocks, like 6.
Like 6, 7 blocks.
6 or 7 blocks from here, if we wanted to walk, but we're not going to. Saru would love Don Quixote store in Vegas. Cool. Dude, that's all we need, right? A Don Quixote. We're also getting a round one closer to us, which is cool. Not super close, but closer than where it's at now. Because right now, round one is on...
near the strip.
It's past the strip, actually. It's like way past the strip. And traffic to get there, it's not convenient to go. So we never go to round one. Maybe once every few months we'll go to round one. But now they're opening one in the premium outlets, which is like maybe 6 miles from here.
But it's closer.
But it's a direct, yeah, because it's before the strip. It's on our side of it's on the. So here's the strip. And then there's the west side of the strip where we never go because it's a pain in the ass to get there. And then there's the east of the strip. So it's gonna be in a mall east of the strip. They're opening round one, and we're super excited. So shot by one. By what? By guns. People here have guns. People here have guns, and shootings here happen semi-regularly, I would say.
And a lot of people in the stores, if you walk around Target or Walmart, people have their guns.
People open carry, all it takes is for someone to get upset over something, and then someone gets shot. That's how it is here. And it's so funny though, because people like to think that it's not an issue until it happens, right? Or if it happens to like someone they know or something, then it's just funny. It's funny how people's perceptions of stuff. It's like you can pretend it's not there all you want, but like, you know, people are gonna use their guns anyway. No matter how much you pretend, people are going to use them. You know, or how many people you think are, you know, trained or disciplined or whatever. People are going to use them. Actually, a shooting just happened.
Yeah, here.
Really close to us. Like, really close. And 2 people died. That was Tuesday?
Yeah, it was at like a grocery store, too.
It was at a convenience store.
Convenience store, sorry.
Yeah, it was a convenience store. Really close to here. 2 people were shot, and they died. 3 people were shot, but 2 of them died. Then one of them survived.
Also, the only Don Quixote that we have here in the U.S. is in Hawaii.
Hawaii, yeah. Hawaii is the only place with Don Quixotes. And they have, dude, the deli in Don Quixote in Hawaii is delicious. It's so good.
And it's 24 hours. Remember we went?
It's 24 hours.
Do you remember that experience? It was so scary. The guy was driving in the wrong side of the road.
Oh my God, yes. Our Uber driver was driving on the wrong side of the road almost the entire time.
Yeah.
Then we were like, fuck, we should have just walked. It was raining. That's why we didn't walk, remember?
Yeah.
Because it was raining. So we took an Uber because it was raining. Because we were going to walk there. Because it was literally like, I don't know, a mile? No, it wasn't a block or 2. It was
Wasn't
like,
it? Oh. I don't think it was a mile.
No, it wasn't a mile.
It was like a couple blocks.
It was like 4 or 5 blocks.
Yeah.
Which is totally walkable. And we were going to walk, but it was raining. So we're like, let's just hop in an Uber. We called an Uber. They got there super quick. But he was driving on the wrong side of the road on the main street for a long time. And we were super like, oh my God, we're going to die. And it was pouring. And the guy was driving on the opposite side of the road. I was like, what the fuck? We're dead. We're dead. Let's see here. Screw the net. Saru was talking about how he was going to set up his own arcade for Pump It Up dance games.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, he's telling Screw the net.
Oh.
I've been to the west side when I used to play Magic. I used the convention center there for Channel Fireball's event. I'm surprised you guys are so chill there. Vegas is nuts. Yeah, Vegas is kind of crazy. Retro City Games is moving one of their stores. Yeah, they're moving not the main store. The main store is still in the same place. They're moving the store that's in Town Square because their lease ran out.
They didn't renew their lease.
All right, moving on. Next one comes to us. We had asked you guys, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Next one comes to us from Brian Sivley. Brian Sivley says, well, this is easy because it still has an impact to me to this very day. Though I was a toddler back then. I was born in Chicago and was mostly raised here for a few years, though I lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, where my aunt, my mom's oldest sister, and my uncle, we lived in a Section 8 row houses, and I remember this quite clearly, like it was just yesterday. Just down the street from us was this little store we used to frequent, and they had an arcade machine of a Konami game based on a certain cartoon, which I was a huge fan of, and it was cool. That arcade was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't exactly play it, but I really enjoyed the attract mode with that awesome catchy theme song from the cartoon. Eventually we moved back to Chicago and I forgot about the arcade game until we were at another store and they had the same arcade and it jogged my memory from Cincinnati. Now, thanks to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Cowabunga collection, I'm able to play the arcade game from my childhood anytime I want, says Brian Sibley. So, a lot for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today. Alright, let me read the chat really quick. I feel like I missed a lot of them. Mackenzie says, that's scary. There's one mall in my city that I never go to because everyone in the area looks sketchy. Even the grandmas went to stab people wearing leather jackets and carrying backpacks. What the fuck? I would so take a road trip to visit Saru Arcade, says Screw the Net. He says, if it's dancing games, just make sure that it got proper vents to suck up the sweat smells. Ew. Ew. But yeah, that's so. Another reason too is the round one here is at the Meadows, and I've only been there once since their last shooting. We were there fairly often before that.
Yeah.
And then they had a shooting right outside. Somebody was shot. I think somebody got caught in the crossfire of a shootings, because I think other people were shot, but like I think like one person who was not involved in any way got shot in the crossfire. So we haven't been back to that one a whole lot since then. Not because we think we're gonna get shot. It's just like when something like that happens, it's like it's kind of in the back of your head, right, for a while, and until you kind of forget about it and something else happens again. But yeah, we haven't been back there since that person got shot in front of it. We haven't been back. Let's see here. I think that TMNT arcade game on the NES is a very solid version of the arcade game for an 8-bit console. I agree. I believe they did a lot considering the hardware. Russ says, I keep wanting to ask if your round one has an EXA arcade cabinet. I need to see round ones. Well, yes, they do. They do have EXA. I think they have 4 of them, Russ. I want to say. I think. It's definitely... They definitely have a bunch of them, those multi-games that have like a bunch of games. And I think... I want to say that some of those are EXA arcade machines. I want to say, Rover is here! He says, everyone better smash that like button before I smash your mom. Oh, hi everybody, says Rover. Welcome in, Rovers. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. What is a Rover's doing? What's a Rover's doing? Oh man, if your location gets jam, I'm making a road trip to see you guys. Dude, who decides that? Can you shut up, Ninja Turtles. Can you nudge someone and be like, hey, they have round ones in Vegas. You guys should get them. Because now we're going to have 2 round ones here. Dude, Vegas is becoming an exciting place. Well, other than the shootings. But I mean, that comes, I think, with a city growing, right? Yeah. Like, this city is growing. So, obviously, the city's going to grow, but you're also going to get a lot more crime. So, I think that's what's happening. But, I mean, as long as you're, like, don't put yourself in a position where something's going to happen, you'll be fine.
And Russ, if you come, so you can stay with us.
Yes, Russ, if you come, you can stay with me and a panda. And we'll drive you places. We'll take you places. You can stay here. You can stay with a panda and a Sarus. Tater, you missed the design for the Yuki mouse pad. It's just a sign of the times. Folks are more broke and willing to do dirt to make money or just represent shrugs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Not the boobas. Not the boobas. Here, I can show Rovers. I can show Rovers. The boobas. The boobas. The boobas. Look at Yuki. She's like, aha! Boobs! Tee. Tee boobs. Let's see. Dude, Yuki seriously has fantastic cheat sheets. So screw the net. That the boobas woot woot. I'll take 2, says Rover. Excellent. Excellent. That's what we were worried about is how many pre-orders we would get since we're not making them in the crazy numbers. Dear Lord, Yuki melons are insane, says Elvis Bro.
Good for long coding, says Matthew Roach.
Insane. That's true. It's good for your wrist. These are for anyone who is coding very long periods of time. It would be good to have a little cushion. A little cushion for your wrist. It'll make your coding all that much better. Yuki's is like, it's all in the wrist. Quiero esas tetas con queso. ¿Por qué queso?
Con queso.
Con queso. Tetas con queso. Does nalgas con queso work too? Because I want to play to that. cushion for my wrist pushing. I don't even have a computer, but I'll buy a pad to support, says Famicom Collecting. Excellent!
Do it now.
That's good to know. Well, you can't, but
soon.
Do it soon. Yeah, I'll put this. I'm gonna put them up. I was kind of hoping to get like a pre-production one made, but it costs so much to get a pre-production one. So I think I'm just gonna put it up for pre-order with an image, and then once we get some, we can put them up to try to sell the rest of them. I think it's fine.
Okay.
But. All right, moving on. Saru milk tea is not bad. Oh man, we have an 85 degree bakery, and they do boba. They have milk tea bobas of all kinds. I get it's called Tiger Milk Tea Boba or something like that. From Freshly Milked Tigers.
We'll get some.
Oh, I want it.
Get some.
Yeah, I could walk now. Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe tomorrow we can do boba
before we stream.
Before you stream.
Before
You're streaming.
Yeah.
Because I gotta work. I have to work on stuff tomorrow. So you'll be streaming.
I'll be
drawing.
I'll be streaming Mario Sunshine.
Yeah. So Jesse's gonna stream Mario Sunshine tomorrow. Yoki PC mouse game. Oh, to use the mouse. What could that be? Maybe some sort of puzzle game.
Oh, I want to play that new Mario game that came out with Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah. The Mario and Donkey Kong one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool. That looks fun.
We gotta wait till later.
Mackenzie says, I'm using my FX Yuki Booby pad just to play mouse games on my Super Nintendo and Sega Dreamcast. Very cool. Famicom Collecting, I can code the PCE mouse, just so you know. Is there an adapter to use other mice? Because I feel like it would be cool to do like some sort of like puzzle game, right? That you use the mouse, like you have to drop pieces. That would be cool. Like that Saturn game where you have like you pick up the pieces to form like different things. That would be cool to do like a Yuki game like that. Right? And it could just be like all the girls in bathing suits.
Yeah.
Like the more you progress, like the first puzzle can be like a regular picture, and then the next picture could be like them in their unit outfits, you know, whichever girls, and then the next picture can be them in like streetwear, and then like the last picture can be like something suggestive, and then like finally like the bathing suit picture. Yuki's Panic, something like that. A gal's panic game, unfortunately, I don't know that if that's possible. I think it'd be difficult to code a game like that for the PC Engine, unless we do it on the computer. It would be probably much easier on PC to do. As far as I know, the PCE mouse is just a stock serial mouse. Yeah, I feel like doing a game like that for the PC Engine might be too hard, and it might be a very limited audience. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the audience would be too limited. Maybe for PC. Maybe for a PC we can do it. Besides, Rover's busy with Nyanja right now. Let's not throw anything out there until Nyanja is finished. No ideas. Forget I said all of that. Forget everything. Just top of my head, red too. It is. Okay, I thought I saw a black spot. I was like, what? So yeah. Nyanja first. No more ideas. Everyone be quiet. Nyanja first.
Next question.
All right, last one comes to us from Kumro Games. We had asked, what is your earliest memory of an arcade game you really enjoyed? Russ says, this is a great question, and I'm really looking forward to hearing all of the stories from the Saru crew. For me, my first arcade game I ever played was a terrible game called Cheeky Mouse. It was a clunky game with a guy that would hit mice with a hammer. It was an old department. It was in an old department store in the Buffalo, New York area named Two Guys. I think it was in 1977 or a 1978 game. It was my first time seeing an arcade machine, and wow, what doors would that unlock for the future? Older, fatter Russ. All that said, my earliest memory of an arcade game that I actually enjoyed was Pac-Man. The local ice cream shop just at the corner of my street got one not too long after its release, and the machine was also being played. Half the time I never actually got to play it due to how many kids were around it, but it was mesmerizing to watch, and when I finally got to play it after a few days of it being at the ice cream shop, it was an amazing experience, and the game that really made my interest in games take off, says Russ. Very cool. Very cool. So wow, Pac-Man was what ignited your love for arcade stuff, huh? I think it was a 1977 game. What year was it when you played it? Do you remember? Do you remember what year it would have been? I'm curious. Nyanja, says Rover. Dude, Nyanja's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. Super funs. Funs. All the funs. Alright. Moving on. Oh no, that was the last one. That was the last one. Alright, so I guess now it's time to do the video game giveaway, you guys. It's video game giveaway time. Mackenzie says, Famicom says, yeah, work on that other stuff first. Yeah, we gotta finish Nyanja. Nyanja right now is like our top priority. Randrick was asking if we had an estimated release date. I told him we had no idea. We just started Nyanja. Nyanja's less than a month old. So, but we're doing pretty quick progress. By the way, Rover, I have a World 3 background almost done. I'm almost done with it. I'm trying to, because I think in World 3 is where I want Nezumi Kozo to be where he appears. But I think for the demo, he might be the boss for World 2. Just so I could include him. But I want him to be the boss of World 3. But I don't think we'll have World 3 done in time for the demo. So, but I'll have the image done for it. I just don't know if we'll have any placeholders. Maybe we can do like placeholder designs for World 3. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Brian I'm sorry, not Brian. Mackenzie was replying to Brian. I must have missed it. Rover says, I didn't get a chance to answer this one on the forum, but for me, it was Operation Wolf, a game where you get to use what at the time felt like a real machine gun down to the to mow down motherfuckers. That was fun, says Rover. Man, I remember Operation Wolf, the title screen, and it had that machine gun. It had like the little like red like light on the side of it. It had like the black machine gun. Dude, I remember Operation Wolf. It was rad. It was rad because did it have feedback? I don't remember if it did, but you definitely had the machine guns, and it had like loud speakers, so you could feel like the feedback. Man, let's see here. Okay, then we get El Chingue to do a bunch of legally different Yukis. What does that mean? Yuki Panic Kicks Clone. Let's. Base. You wanna code a Kicks clone for PC?
Operation Wolf was not a light gun. It says Massey Rush.
Oh, it was not? Was it just a Crosshairs game? Oh, I thought it was a gun game. What am I thinking of then? If not for Operation Wolf. Huh. I thought it was. Base says, I'd code it. Hell yeah.
The machine gun acted like a controller.
Oh, okay. So the machine gun you still use the machine gun. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay, I thought you were saying that it didn't have a machine gun. Gotcha.
Sorry, like an arcade stick.
Oh, right. It had a gun, didn't it? It had like a gun, like a machine gun. I remember there was a machine gun. I remember machine gun. But yeah, Anubase, if you want to do that, I already got some images because I already had like the idea to do that, but no one to code it. But I have a lot of images already that can be used. Actually, I have a ton of images that could be used for that because I've already drawn many of the girls in different poses. And we have, how many girls? Yuki, Jenny. Then there's the Minx girl, which is the Atari Lynx one. We have the neo-geo clone girl, Super Family girl, and Farah. So we have, how many girls is that? 7. We have 7 girls. 7 girls. There could be 7 girls, 7 worlds. It'd be perfect. It'll be perfect. Rover says it was a dual potentiometers inside the stick that had also feeling machine gun. Okay. So when you moved, it knew when you were tilting the gun right and when you were tilting it down. Gotcha. That makes sense. That's cool. All right. That's funny. I didn't know you could do that.
Me either.
Really? That's cool.
Get any image.
Huh. That's pretty funny. Mark Dell's going to miss it. All right, here we go. We're going to do the video game giveaway, and then we're going to sign off. We will shine off. La, 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 la,
Alright, we're going to shuffle.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right, here we go, you guys. Good luck, everybody.
Does he spin? He does
He
too.
does spin. He's like, ah.
All right, who's going to be?
Who's going to win? Who's going to win this week?
It's going to be...
It's going to be Matthew.
It's Matthew Roach.
That was it. Rigged. It almost landed. It almost landed on Elvis.
It almost landed on Elvis.
It almost landed on
Look how
Elvis.
close you were, Elvis. You were so close.
Speaking of stuff, we have stuff to take Elvis.
Oh, yeah, I already have...
Oh, you do? You grabbed them?
This box, yeah.
The Switch games?
Yeah. Oh, not Switch games.
Oh, okay.
They're right there. I'll get them. Actually, I'll get them right now.
All right. All right, you guys. Well, that's going to do it for this Saru show. Really, Gacha-kun's face. I really appreciate everyone for stopping in here. Thank you, Mark Dell, for commissioning me for these little guys right here. They're so cute. They're so cute. So thank you, Mark Dell. And thank you, Matthew, for getting all of those things. All of the things for all of the people. Matthew is like Santa. And for gifting all of those subs to the Saru Emoji Club. I really appreciate it. No, you can't leave, says Famicom Collecting. I mean, we could always do a Twitch stream. What time is it? 11:50 something? We can do a Twitch stream. I don't know if anyone's up for a late night Twitch stream for an hour. I have to go to the bathroom though before we do.
We gotta eat too.
Oh, we haven't eaten. We haven't eaten yet. We gotta eat.
No, we'll just wait till tomorrow because we're doing tomorrow. Yes, you can.
No, we can wait till tomorrow. That's fine. Yeah, tomorrow is he's gonna stream Super Mario.
So it's up to you. I'm just messing around. It says
Super Mario. Yeah, we haven't eaten yet, so I'm hungry.
Tomorrow's Mario Day.
I also have a lot of things to do for Charms for Elvis, Matthew Roach. Look at that, Elvis. You get presents. You get presents. Charms for Elvis. Oh man, these charms will definitely not be here before we go to Game On though.
Oh no, definitely.
So,
no.
But I mean, Elvis can pick other charms if he wants to, and we can bring them. That's up to Elvis.
Yeah.
That's up to Elvis. I don't know. Whatever, if Elvis wants to do that. Thank you, Matthew. How generous of Matthew. But that was originally for these guys right here. For these Garfield ones. Linkfield and Princess Odie.
I want to
so
yeah, I'll give it to you right now.
But yeah, you can pick whatever you want. You can pick whatever you want. Tomorrow's Mario Day. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is Mario Day. Mm-hmm. And you're playing Mario's.
Yes.
And you're playing Mario's. Are you playing on Twitch, right?
Yep, on Twitch.
On Twitch. I'm going to sleep afterward, being that it's 3 a.m. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, because it's
it's spring. It's gonna spring forward.
So it's gonna be super late.
Yeah, it's gonna be super late soon, huh? Well, boo. Inubay says, "Okay, guys, got to go now. It was a fun stream. All right, man. I'll hit you up on Discord with random things. Speaking of which, we got to do an El Panadero stream, because what I want to do is I'm gonna buy a key for myself, because he gave me a key, but what I'm gonna do with that key is give it away. So I think we should do that.
Give it away.
I'm gonna buy El Panadero because I want to support. So I'm gonna buy it, and then the key that you gave me, if you don't mind, I want to give it away on stream. So I want to do that. Shit, when should we do that?
When we come back from
Yeah, it'll be when we come back from Game On. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it beforehand. So when we come back from Game On, I'm gonna play Inubase's game, and then he gave me a code, and I'm just gonna give it away to you guys. Whoever is in the chat, though, I'm gonna give it away to whoever comes to the chat. You guys have to be there. There it goes. Damn, that was YouTube super slow, man. Oh, and that said it. It does work. That's weird. That is weird. Sometimes it will, and sometimes it won't. And I said it in a girl voice. Charms for Elvis.
I'm guessing it has lots of, like, you can't say some words, maybe?
I guess. It's about to be 4 a.m. in New York with a time change. That's bullshit, says Elvis Roa. Going to get some sleep. Good night, Nerd Strategy. See ya. Yeah, see ya. Probably Saturday, actually. It's Friday. I'm probably just going to go get my badges. What time are you streaming, Jesse? I really want to be here to support you, my friend. I work tomorrow from 9:30 to 5:30 p.m. It's not going to be till the evening time.
Probably till to the evening.
Right?
Yeah,
probably like...
Who said that? Oh.
Mackenzie.
Yeah, it'd probably be like 7 your time. Because I was going to do like around 4:35. That's Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, so that would be... Is he 3 hours or 2 hours?
He's 3 hours.
Mountain time.
Mackenzie's Mountain Time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mountain time.
So it's 2 hours.
So it's 2 hours, right?
Okay, so I can start at 5.
Yeah, so if you start at 5, it'll be like 7 his time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be probably like 7-ish your time, Mackenzie. When do you guys change the time? At 1. I think at 1 it happens automatically,
2 o'clock.
doesn't it? Oh, at 2 o'clock?
1:59.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It happens soon, though,
It's at 2 o'clock.
I think it would be 6 p.m. my time. Oh, would it? Yeah. So you're an hour ahead?
What time is it there, Mackenzie, right now?
What time is it right now?
Right here, it's 11:56 p.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. becomes... 2 a.m. becomes 3 a.m.
Yeah, so it'll probably be... it's almost 1 a.m.
So yeah, oh, you're right. So it's an hour.
Did you already jump forward an hour? Did you already jump? Did you already quantum leap into the future?
No, not yet.
He says, yeah, hit me, baby. He says, new base. I just read that.
Are we going to be in the same time? We're probably in the same time zone now on No Gamer.
I
did, says Matthew.
Oh, yeah, because they don't do their time change in Arizona. They were like, fuck this shit. I wish we could do that. I think the time change is so stupid. Mexico stopped doing it too, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Mexico stop last year? Last year they stopped doing
it.
Because it's so stupid. Like, why do they fucking do that shit? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Well, I might need to get to the con early. I need to get to the can.
Nice.
To the con early to meet up with Joel. I won't know till then. Okay. Let's see here. No, I jumped forward an hour at 2 a.m. my time. So right now it's what time? It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So he's only an hour ahead. So if you stream at 5, it's 6 o'clock his time. If you stream at 5.
We're gonna get steak and eggs.
When? Right now? I'm so tempted. Look at Kirby. Look at Kirby. He's so cute. Isn't Kirby cute?
Is there a steak and eggs place?
Yeah. Arizona Charlie's.
Oh, that's true.
But Arizona Charlie's is ghetto. We can get shot. Do you want to get shot?
You can get shot.
Right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
Cue the so good. So good and tasty. What did that do?
You win.
Oh. I didn't know that still worked.
I know, me neither.
We should put other stuff on there.
We should put all the audios.
Yeah, we should put audios on there so that we can use them. Why do we even have that stupid thing if we're not going to use them? You know what I mean? Let's do it. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Just give me those videos you have.
Kirby is hungry. I'm hungry.
Should I get out
my knee pads? That needs to be a sound. We have this soundboard and we only have one sound on it, and then we never remember to use it.
Because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. And we usually don't like to spend the time to fuck around with it when we have so many other things to do before the stream. So it just depends. Sometimes we'll have the patience to try to fix it, and sometimes we just don't have the time to fix it. Remember conk? That's what we need too. Just that part. Remember conk?
Let's do game hunting for the Saru crew and Game On Expo. I would help Jesse with all this craziness that happens. Lol. So Elvis Roll.
Oh, game hunt. We might need to do game hunt, but how do we do it? Because we used to do it. Game hunts used to be easier because we would just spend the money that we had to get the stuff, and then they would PayPal us.
Yeah.
You know, because now we have to have the money to do it. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, would we go look at everything and then have them PayPal and go back to that vendor and buy it? That might be how we have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we can go around and show, like, we'll do a stream and show everything that we have, and then if they PayPal then and there, then we buy it then and there, and if they don't, we put it on a list. We'll start the list. What we'll do, things that we'll look for people, right? And then we can go and find it. Yeah, because we are due for a game hunt. We are due for a game hunt. So, yeah, we might need to do that. We'll do that. That's a good idea, Elvis. Yeah, we can do a game hunt at Game On. That'll be the best opportunity to do it. Because when was the last time we did one? Japan? That was almost 4 months ago.
4 months ago, yeah.
Almost. Yeah. By the time we get to Game On, it'll be 4 months that we did the game hunt. So, yeah, it's about time. It's we try to do a game hunt like every quarter-ish, every few months, right? Every few months we try to do a game hunt. Might I suggest doing a Venmo thing? Oh, I should do.
Yeah, we have Venmo.
Yeah, we can just have them Venmo it to me. Yeah, you're right. Because PayPal takes money, so maybe Venmo might be better.
I need to make a list of games I want. Says Unreal Gamer. Elvis Rose says, "Yeah, money first and no sucky law."
Yeah, so maybe we'll do it that way. Because we used to just like would buy stuff and then have them PayPal. But since we'll be at the con a couple days, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
We could do that.
We're not going to have a booth, so it's going to be easier.
Oh, you're right. We're not going to have a booth.
So it's easy.
So we can do it. Yeah, it'll be easy to do. So there are benefits to just going to a con. It's just a convention goer, right? We can do our game hunt. Yeah, we could do that. Cool. All right, then it's decided. We'll do a game hunt.
Yeah.
We'll do a game hunt at Game On. We're going to do a game hunt. Game On, it'll be super fun. It'll be rad. It'll be rad. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and take off. We got to go get some eat. We got to go get some eat. I need to go to the bathroom. I have... What are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing.
I have to go potty. Game hunt. Hunt for them games. All right, you guys. We're going to go ahead and take off. Thanks, everyone, for stopping in here. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.